Alaska's Brooks Range. Massive, beautiful, and deadly. Through its many faces, Alaska is one of the most unforgiving landscapes on Earth. For months, two brothers have been preparing themselves and their families for one mission: live to hunt, hunt to live, or die trying. Leaving modern life and luxury behind, these two brothers will attempt to survive 28 days in the wild, eating nothing but what Alaska's barren landscapes can provide them with. What happens to the mind, body, and soul when you're thrown into the wild with nothing to survive on except your instincts? This is Dropped, Project Alaska.
Amazing grace, what sweet sight. See her dressed in white. I once was lost, but now I'm found through her amazing grace and a soft cotton lace.
Alaska. It's unlike any other place on Earth. When you look at it from the air, it looks so peaceful. Then you hit the ground and it's just vast and untamed.
Alaska is unlike any other place on Earth.
You know, I often tell people that when you're heading to Alaska, you've got to plan for the worst and hope for the best. There's a lot more to this trip than just the hunt. You know, I'm trying to stay alive until that plane hits that strip on day 28.
The minute you hit the ground, you have to switch your mind immediately into survival mode. You cannot make stupid decisions. You have to think twice and act once.
Everything out here is one step at a time. You really got to think things through, because if you don't think it through all the way before you do it, you could wind up in pretty bad shape pretty fast.
When you say goodbye and you're not sure if you're ever going to see your family again, you begin to realize how superficial everything else really is.
I didn't leave my family and everybody at home to come up here and just walk around.
I'm a hunter, but I'm also a thrill seeker. That's what Alaska's for. It's for thrill seekers who like to hunt. I don't care how big and bad you think you are. Alaska will break you.
Not knowing what's around the next bend makes this hunting the most difficult I've ever had to face.
It's Alaska. There's always been a calling for me. It's never wavered, not once. It's been there just as long as I can remember. The thing with this trip is, I mean, yeah, we've got the gear. We've got the bows, the optics. We've got the latest and greatest in hunting gear. But we don't have food.
Everybody says they can do it. 28 days is not a problem. I'm here to tell you, 28 days is a long time.
What's it gonna be like on day 5, day 15, day 20, day 24? I mean, you have no idea what the future holds, but you know it's gonna be one hell of a ride.
Roughly 3,000 miles and 4 cities later, the two brothers arrive in the hub of interior Alaska, Fairbanks. Each guy must make sure that his vital belongings have arrived safely. As they unload each piece of gear from the belt, the realities of the challenge that lies ahead begins to sink in. With the last of the commercial flights behind them, the team heads over to one of Alaska's most respected bush pilot services. Hunters all over the interior depend on bush pilots to get them in and out of the most remote parts of the state in one piece, and there's none better than Ken Michaelis of Wright Air Service. Flying for Wright for the past 12 years, Ken has logged more than 14,000 hours all across the Brooks Range. Chartering passengers since 1967, Wright Air Service specializes in getting hunters in and out of off-field and unapproved airstrips deep in Alaska's wilderness. The minute the team arrives at the hangar, preparations begin.
Just popped over here to the airport. We're gonna get all our bags out and get everything weighed here. We're at the hangar. We're gonna be meeting Ken, one of the pilots, here this afternoon when he gets back, and just basically trying to get a weight to figure out how we're gonna do this. We're supposed to have 2 Helio couriers that are gonna be leaving here from Fairbanks and taking us up to the Brooks Range. But with all of our production equipment, things are a little bit different than they would normally be for just hunters flying in. So we're gonna get everything in these bins, figure out what the high price stuff is that needs to go with us on the first trip, get it all weighed up, and hopefully we're close.
Pilot Ken Michaelis has to make sure that the hunter's gear doesn't exceed the maximum capacity for the team of Helio couriers that will be dropping the men 220 miles to the north.
Yeah.
You're probably 20 miles from our nearest strip, which is only about 5 miles from the glaciers up there. So 25 miles from the glaciers. You're up there away. I mean, we had a spot maybe a mile and a half higher, but it washed out, so there will be no landing up there. This is a pretty good, easy spot. It's right there by the river, so you throw the boat out of the door of the airplane and
There you go.
it gets wet. Yeah.
September 1, leave out, and then September 28 pick up.
All right. Now we go to the schedule. Let's see what we can do.
Weather changes in remote Alaska can prove to be deadly. Emergency landings often take place on short gravel bars in unfavorable conditions, which can wreak havoc on overweight planes. With roughly 60 gallons of fuel needed to get the men in and get back to Fairbanks, the Helios are limited on space.
Oh. I've already knew that you guys are going to be too heavy, so I already scheduled you. So we got 3 airplanes going up. So yeah, that'll be an easy 3 loads. We'll even be able to bring some gas with this one. All right, man. We're in. Cool. Thursday, September 1st.
And what time you want us here?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
Yep.
Do you have any of those Helios here right now?
Yeah.
Can we
Got 3 of them.
take a peek?
Let's go look.
Let's go take a peek.
Part of Wright Air's 17-plane fleet, the Helio courier can be the hunter's last line of defense in a deadly situation. No plane performs in the Brooks Range like the large-winged Helio. With a cruising speed of 110 knots and a roughly 900-mile range when operating on a full load of fuel, the Helio courier is a certified controllable short takeoff and landing aircraft, or C-STOL for short. Its 31-inch bush wheels are only filled to 11 pounds per square inch, which allows the pilots to touch down on the uneven gravel strips and roll over larger debris. Although Ken is one of the most experienced bush pilots to ever fly in Alaska, even he is subject to the risks of landing off-field. With each new strip comes new challenges, from ripping off the tail wheel during the landing to hitting a soft spot at full ground speed. Ken cautiously eyes every gravel strip from the sky prior to landing. The Helios operate in and out of strips as small as 800 feet, and there are no exceptions. It's early fall across the northern reaches of Alaska, and for the next 28 days, Casey and Chris will battle all that Alaska's perilous river valleys have to offer. Arriving at the hangar, each man is responsible for loading his gear into his designated aircraft. Although their weights have been established and high-pri gear has been separated, there's much work to be done.
All right, we're here this morning. It's time to get dropped. We got to load everything up and get everything where it's supposed to be. Put it back in the bins. Let's get dropped.
Each bag has to be carefully put into place in order to fit inside the plane's small cargo hold. As the pieces of the puzzle begin to fall into place, the ground crew is busy making the final preparations for the upcoming flight.
Just stacking the planes here. I got this Cessna going with us, and then we got the 2 Helio carriers, so looks like we're going to be able to get about 30 more pounds on that one and about 80 more pounds on that one. 2.5 hour flight up into the Brooks Range this morning, and we are dropped T-minus 10 minutes and we are out.
The long-anticipated wait is almost over, and each hunter takes the last few minutes of time in civilization to make one final phone call home.
Just calling everybody and saying goodbye. Gets to you. Shakes you up. A long time.
Just a few hundred feet above the water, the guys lay eyes on what they'll call home for the first time. Chris's plane is the first to hit the ground, and the landing goes off without a hitch. With Casey 30 miles behind, Chris begins to unload the gear so that pilot Daniel can quickly begin his journey back to Fairbanks. No decisions will be made on where to camp until both hunters have had the chance to discuss it. So for now, all Chris can do is sit back and stare at the massive landscape.
We're here. We are. I can't explain the beauty of this place right here. I don't know. It's just something you can't say in words. You just can't explain it.
As the wind blows on the windward side of the island, can you feel it take you, my body and soul? Call back the memories and walk in their highlights. And mourn the loss of the place you finally long. The tide is changing, pulls at you like the waves to the sand. Life rearranging, fellas, no course set by any man. Any man. Any man. Oh, watch as they break, they sigh and they swell.
It's September 1st, and the hunters have finally touched down in the Brooks Range. It's shortly after 12:15 p.m., and the two guys have plenty of work ahead of them. As they scan the landscape for any potential obstacles or dangers, there are decisions to be made. Proper camp setup and quick and easy food sources are on the top of their list.
All right, let's get this stuff kind of organized as to what we're gonna do. I figure we'll camp over there tonight, hey? That looks like the best possible spot. We can get up on the ridge, right, so we can see and start to glass. We can't hunt, obviously, first day in Alaska, so we gotta work on food. Yeah. So that's teaming with grayling. Yep. So I say we get all the stuff. Let's get it over there. Let's get camp set. Yep. Get the tent up. And then I say we come down here and see if we can't catch dinner and at least get enough to last us a day or so. Yep. Get something in our stomachs. We leave the rafts, we leave the fishing stuff here. Let's hike all this hunting stuff up there in the tents. Yep. And get it dialed in. Let's go. I'm gonna go on this slope right here.
Yep.
There's got to be blueberries over there.
Oh yeah, there's got to be.
So the first thing we'll do is you try and catch dinner. I'll go try and find something on forage on that side. And if we're lucky, we have grayling and blueberries.
With their first camp set, the guys turn their attention to food. As the body's main source of fuel, the caloric intake of any average young adult male is roughly 2,500 calories per day. In the Brooks Range, however, the guys have estimated that in order to maintain the highest level of energy, their caloric intake should exceed 3,500 calories per day. Realizing that this is almost impossible when eating a diet that consists of only what you can pick, kill, or catch, the men set their sights on the 1,000 calorie mark.
That is awesome. That is my 4th cast with a nymphing rig.
I'm out here catching supper. I'm on supper duty tonight.
All across the tundras of the Brooks, berries grow in hordes. For the next 28 days, it will be one of the only sources of sugar for the hunters. Unlike the protein and fat the guys hope to gain from the animals they kill, sugar offers an almost instant boost of energy.
This is a great source of food out here. Blueberry season. Oh, you don't get any fresher than that. Casey's out right now. He's got the fly rod. Hopefully smoking some grayling so we can have some fish tonight. We can't hunt the same day that we fly. So we're just trying to gather some stuff while we can before we get some meat down.
With daylight fading and temperatures dropping, Chris has returned from gathering the much-needed supply of berries. Knowing that nightfall isn't far off and hoping that Casey's been successful, Chris knows that his fire will serve as both a tool for cooking and a source of heat for the men.
Found one or two.
Oh, lovely! No way!
Oh yeah.
Oh, we're eating good.
Oh yeah. There's
You slayed
I
them?
just crushed them. There's 6 of them in there.
Dude!
There's 6 there. I lost 2 other ones.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
Took me all of 3 casts to bring the first one up.
Look at that.
I could have kept fishing on it. I could go get 10 more right now from one of them.
Look at that.
There's a couple nice ones in there.
There is some really nice ones in there. Look at that one right there.
For the moment, the two brothers can relax. With a bag full of fish, the worry of food can be pushed to the back of their minds. After all, cleaning, cooking, and eating the fish will breathe new life into their travel-weary souls. But not without a little flavor. Before the brothers set out, they each decided that bringing along a little seasoning might help them along the way. Eating the same meat, fish, and berries for 28 days tends to make the food become bland. Each man knows that adding a little seasoning to what they're eating at certain times can help to switch things up and work wonders on their spirits. It's day number 2 in the stunning River Valley, and hunters Casey and Chris Keefer are anxious to start glassing the surrounding mountains. So today is the first day the men could pursue any caribou that they wish to hunt.
It looks like there's 14 total.
I can see a bunch of white dots.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, big guy. Shut out blood red antlers.
I can see them right on the, like that. There's a tiny kidney bean shaped shale, and then they're just all laying underneath that.
Yeah.
The porcupine caribou herd's annual migrations are truly a magnificent spectacle. Each fall, it's estimated that more than 120,000 bulls, cows, and calves are headed south of their traditional Arctic coastal calving grounds towards the southern edge of the Brooks Range and the Yukon border, over 400 miles away. Individual caribou may travel more than 3,000 miles throughout their yearly migration. Largely dictated by snow and weather patterns, exactly where the majority of the caribou will show up is oftentimes anybody's guess.
So if we're gonna go, we gotta go, man. You think? Take the rifle and the bow.
Yeah. We're gonna have to
I
take.
mean, worst case scenario, we pop one with a rifle just so we got some food. And then we'll bow it from here on out.
Well, I say we get meat on the table, so I say we go and try and hammer one down if we can. All right, let's do it. We gotta get the stuff and pack up.
Having spotted a group of caribou across the valley on the distant mountainside, the guys have loaded up some essential gear and set out for the first time. In this particular section of the river valley, the crystal clear river winds and braids its way through the valley. Crossing these braids can prove to be difficult and very time-consuming.
We just cleared obstacle number 1 here. We had to get across this river like 6 times. So we finally made it up. Got into a little bit of tundra here. The caribou are up moving. They're up moving to the left, so we're gonna kind of try and make a beeline here in front of them to possibly cut them off. We may get over there, stop and do some glass and just kind of see if they want to make their way down or up. That's what I'm thinking, straight across.
I'm ready.
As the hunters make their way towards the face of the mountain, rain clouds begin to hover overhead. Finding a high spot that's dotted with a few spruce trees offers the guys a chance to take cover from the impending rain. This small ridge also allows them to conceal their silhouettes and gives them a higher vantage point to glass the surrounding valley.
We're gonna get really up close and personal with them here, because the edge has a digiscoping, which is awesome. Just tried making a move on that first group of caribou and they got up about halfway over here, so they just kind of scattered. That big herd bull that we saw earlier is just pushing them all across, back and forth up there. So we're probably gonna get to another high point just off to our side here. We'll get set up on the top of there. Just keep blasting.
While the caribou herd is still on the side of the mountain, the guys begin to wonder if there's enough daylight to make a move.
All right, well, I guess we're back on fish diet. Let's go. Get the packs and get out of here. So,
The last thing a hunter in this territory wants to do is get caught away from camp with a fresh kill after dark. Unsure of how the cloud cover will affect daylight, the men decide to head back to camp and focus on catching a few more grayling to try and fill their stomachs before nightfall.
What do those lights in the city skies tell you to do? I'm too far out to come and rescue you. Did you forget all our memories? Well, find that road that will lead you back to me, Emily. Emily.
and the hunters have yet to kill. Although they were unsuccessful in their stalk yesterday, the men know that if they have any hope of killing a caribou, they're going to have to make a move soon.
The low ones are bedded up on that second yellow thing right there. About halfway between, in the tan stuff down real low. They're bedded up 3 bulls. That big bull's still up on that shale.
So this is a good chance to get some meat on the ground.
We got a long track.
Let's go.
They're right there, I can see them. This is the yellow drone. Come to the right. There's a couple of bare spots. They're in one of those bare spots. They're bed up right on the edge. You see this orange piece of grass to the bottom? There's an orange. There's right of the spruce right there. No. On the far hillside, the gold comes down, and there's an orange piece of right on kind of a hump. Looks like a triangle. On the far hill, there's an orange section of grass. Yeah. You see that? Yeah. Go straight up to the right, where it goes from light to dark.
When hunting areas such as this, a lack of adequate cover can make getting close to caribou difficult. The side of the river the men are currently on holds sporadic spruce trees and thick willows. However, once they are forced to cross the river, they'll be stuck out in the damp, wide-open muskeg.
Casey's glassing right now. We did lay an eye on these 3. There's 3 bulls and 1 cow laying down. And they're closer. They're still about 1.5 miles, 2 miles away. But he just spotted that big herd bull with the white mane. We're calling him a maniac. He's still at about 4,500 feet and he's not doing anything. So we're debating whether to go after these guys down here or just wait and see what the old maniac does. I really think if we can get in one of these creek bottoms, we can use the lay of the land to get up there. So we can go right up that ridge. I say that's what we do. Let's go. Yeah, he's up there. That's a long hike in. Good thing we had is this old dry riverbed. And we're now even with them. But we're trying to get on the upside of them. Wind factor and also cover factor. So much cover this end, nothing on that end. But we're in big bear country right now on these tag alders and red willows and stuff. Sketchy walking through here.
Crossing Arctic rivers is not an easy task. If a hunter falls in these frigid waters under these conditions, hypothermia could quickly set in.
Stick with the original plan. It's usually the best. Go up, get across, up and around.
I really think that if we cross here, get behind these willows, we'll be fine.
Let's get back through here and cut up a little ways more. That's our best bet. All right. 2 sheds. Sweet. Check that out.
The tundras throughout these mountains are littered with past signs of moose and caribou, but with little time to waste, the team heads up towards the icy cold river. They must find a safe place to cross because one slip could mean disaster.
We just got across this river right here. Topped over the gators a little bit. Right towards the end, it was fine until the last 5 feet. So I got a little water in the boots, but those caribou got up and the group of bulls that was down low got up and they're kind of feeding back across this slope. But Maniac is still up there just laying down. So we're gonna try and hit this ditch and follow this ditch up as far as we can. Pop up over and see if we can get a crack at him.
At this critical moment in the hunt, the guys are forced to make a decision. While one lone bull lays high up on the face of the mountain, a smaller group of bulls feed further down the mountain, lower in the valley. The first step in either stock is to get through the muskeg and as close to the base of the mountain as possible.
It's about a mile and a half and we are hauling. Gotta get to this brush line fast. Just couldn't do it. It's too open. It's just way too wide open. Man. Wow. All that for nothing. 3/4 of the way there. Yeah, still there. Those 4 are cruising. He's still up there. Let's regroup here.
This segment of Dropped Project Alaska is brought to you by IQ Bow Sights. 4 hours into the hunt and over 5 miles from camp, Maniac, a bull that Casey and Chris have been watching for 2 days now, has become their intended target.
We lost those other caribou. They took off and bolted, but Maniac's still up here. He dipped over the backside right there, and we haven't seen him go left and we haven't seen him go right. So we got a little ways left to go, and it's all uphill from here. So we're gonna try and get up there as quick as we can. We're gonna sneak right up the front side of his face and see if he's over the top there. And if he is, I wanna sink a bullet right into him. You know the bad side of this is we climbed 4,500 feet and he's not there. The good side is we get there and we eat. Don't you think we should look before we go? What are we gonna look at? That's what I'm saying, is if we get to that little corner down there, you should be able to peek around there. I mean, my thing is if we go straight up that mountainside, you can exert a ton of energy and you could be just right down there. You're not gonna be able to see up there from over there anyway. Well, then we split up. I don't know. Easier to walk in a diagonal than straight up anyway. Let's just go to the corner. It's far. Spent.
Cold, wet, and a bit agitated, Casey and Chris find themselves at a crossroads.
I don't know. Split. You want one of us to stay, one of us to go? No, I can climb this high to stay here. Right there. Looks a lot closer than it is. I'm going right there. I want to see what's on the back side of that thing. Why? I just said, do you want to split? You said, do you want me to stay here? I said, no. I said, do you want to split? Do you want one of us to stay? Do you want one of us to go? Do you both want to go? Well, I'm going to go, but I don't want to go straight up that mountain right there. I want to go over to that side. Nothing says we can't go like this and wait a second till one of us looks around the side of that mountain. I don't know. Why, you want to go straight up? Well, I have a feeling he's up on top there. I mean, from where we were glassing him this morning, that goes up, goes down, and it's a big flat spot before it starts to go up again.
And that's where they were laying this morning. Might as well grab a drink now. I know there's a glacial stream right there. I can hear it running. That caribou's got to be right up here in front of us somewhere. It's just a never-ending uphill battle. I'm gonna try and cross this stream. I think it's thin right here, and we'll find out. I'm following him.
Constantly aware of their surroundings, as the hunters push their way up the face of the mountain, they notice a small herd of caribou crossing the muskeg below.
We're so close. I'm gonna get to that knob right there so that I can see back there. There's a big group of caribou right down there. Walking right through where we came this morning. We're close. Let's go.
To cut down on bulk, Casey has shed his pack on a small shelf 100 feet below where he plans to pop over peak.
Right there. So we're gonna have to be real quiet making our way up this face, because if he's there, he's probably gonna be pretty damn close.
Amazing grace, what sweet sight. See her dressed in white. I once was lost, but now I'm found through her amazing grace and a soft cotton lace.
It's September 3rd, and hunters Casey and Chris Keefer are over 4 hours into their stalk of Maniac, a big bull that they've been watching for the past 2 days. As they crest the peak for the first time, this moment could mean the difference between filling their stomachs with much-needed fuel or a long and depressing trek back to camp.
Right there. We're gonna have to cross. It's right here. Not very far. About 100 yards. I'm good right here. You guys ready? I'm ready. You're rolling. Nice. Yes. Drilled him, baby. Smoker. Drilled him. On top of the world. From down there. Oh my lord. It's right there. Maniac. Crushed him, dude. Yes. Maniac. Oh my gosh. Look at that. We started. Oh, it just drilled him. We started all the way at camp, way across where that other peak is this morning. It's emotional. We just smoked a mountain caribou. Man, look at this. That's surreal.
Absolutely surreal. I knew he was gonna be up here. I can't believe that just happened. Oh, just crushed him, dude. Oh man, you know what?
He was laying down, but his shoulder was exposed and perfect. And
I didn't think.
he just started doing a little nosing, but he couldn't smell us.
Oh man, I did not think we were gonna make that happen. I mean, we came
419.
5 hours almost. 5
Well,
hours.
let's put it this way, camp
Oh, the camp is by that peak.
down at the base of that peak.
That is Old Maniac. That is a caribou that we've been watching for 2 days. And we got to be at 3,000 plus 4,000 feet right now. Yeah. We belly crawled the last 60 yards up this rock ledge right here. He was up here on the hillside, bedded. And you know what? When you're eating for food, you got to take your shot. I had a shot. I had a good rest. There's no way we'd ever got on one with a bow up in these mountains. But the rifle did its trick. And we got Old Maniac laying right there. Dude, that was awesome.
Oh, that's one for the ages, right for the books, Joe.
That is how you hunt mountain caribou in Alaska. Not to mention, today is my son's first birthday. Pretty sweet. That's awesome. That's for Ryder. Let's get our hands on him.
Caribou make a grown man weep. Worked for that one.
Man.
Plus, I was getting sick of blueberries and grayling. Oh, food. Guys, ready? Ready?
We just smoked a mountain caribou.
It's 4:19 p.m., and the hunters have put their first animal on the ground. Surviving in the Brooks for 28 days off of only what they can kill means there's a fine line between trophy hunting and putting down an animal for survival.
This is my mountain caribou.
Luckily for the hunters, the bull they're about to put their hands on is an old, weathered bull, and any worries of being forced to take an immature caribou fade off in the distance.
Double shovels.
Look at that.
Look at that caribou. That's Maniac.
That's him. That's his white mane.
That is Maniac.
We washed him for 2 days. I gotta get some rain gear on now.
Over 3,500 feet up on the mountain, the guys decide to take a few moments and reflect on what's taken place over the last 5 hours. But they can't take too long. The horizon all around them reeks of bad weather, and there's much work to be done.
What an awesome, just personal, like we did it, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
We
did.
pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed, and we did it. I mean, we're up there right now.
Find out on the GPS.
Came all the way across that muskeg right there,
We'll find out how far we are from camp too and the waypoint.
knee high in the water, just to pull this off so we can eat. And there he is. What an experience, man. It's gorgeous from up here, isn't it?
I think we only got that much further to go.
That's one of the coolest hunts I've ever done. Just a total mental game. Oh, we just got done snapping some pictures, and things are taking a real bad turn for the worse in this mountainside. We got a huge thing of rain moving in on us. It's been steady all day, but now it's pouring. So we're gonna tuck the camo away and get out the hardcore rain gear, because we still gotta skin him out, quarter him up, get all the meat and everything, and pack him out. So we gotta be out of here in the next 45 minutes, or else we're gonna get stuck on this mountain. So
So we're gonna grab everything, get them cut up, and we're out.
In Alaska, wanton waste is a very serious offense, as it should be. The hunters know that in order to abide by all game laws, they must cape, cut, and quarter all edible portions of the caribou. Leaving the meat on the bone means more weight for the hunters to backpack to camp, but it will also allow them to keep the meat fresh for a longer period of time. Not deboning the meat allows less surface area to be exposed to the air.
Well, I gotta get the meat out of here right now. We're running out of daylight and running out of time, and another big storm's blowing in right there, so it's time to...
That's a big one too.
It's time to get off this mountain before it gets scary.
As the weather begins to worsen, each man on the mountain loads his back with a tag bag full of meat and starts the arduous trek back to camp. Every hunter that's ever stepped foot in Alaska knows that the real work begins the moment the animal hits the ground. Their packs are loaded with meat, and there's fresh grizzly sign everywhere, including the unmistakable smell of a recent grizzly kill site, so the hunters have to remain alert. Traversing the thick muskeg and increasingly uneven terrain grinds the knees and ankles with each step. With nightfall nearly upon them, they push on for the last few miles.
This is the most grueling pack out we've ever done, but it's worth it. It's worth every second of it. It's gratifying, triumphant, and all in the same thing.
Having been gone for nearly 12 hours, the hunters are happy to arrive back at camp and find it untouched by any bears that are in the area.
We just came a long ways, man. A long ways, but we're successful. We're gonna eat good. And we got a caribou down.
The skin's gonna start to crack, so I gotta keep bandages on. Don't want infection setting in out here in the middle of nowhere.
With a new day comes new life, and the team is in no rush to make it anywhere this morning. A brief break in the skies offers the opportunity to hang yesterday's rain-soaked clothing and dry out the rest of the hunting gear. Oftentimes, the pace in Alaska's bush can get the best of you, but relaxing after a hard-earned kill can be refreshing and worthwhile.
Shot my caribou last night, and we got back so late that actually we were all too tired to even make supper, so we made a little meat cache here away from the tent. I decided I'd come back this morning and get some of this meat cut up so that we can have it for lunch today. We got a bunch of meat. We got both hindquarters, front shoulders, all the neck meat, tenderloins, back straps, you name it, rib meat. We got everything here, so we got a really good pile of meat. I'm just gonna get this cut up, and then when I'm done getting this cut up, I'm gonna get some of this other stuff elevated, get it dry, get the wind flowing around it, so we can start to develop that crust so that we know this meat's gonna keep for a long time.
I got the fire stoked.
Diagonally slice it.
Yeah.
That way it'll cook nice and fast on the grill. Especially because one of the things that's important while we're out here is we got to cook this through and through.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm a big fan of rare meat, but out here, you cook it.
Parasites or anything.
Nope. I got a little bit to trim right here that I just saw, and then we're good.
All right, fire's ready.
first meat we've had since we've been here. It's unbelievable. So good. We're just barehanding meat in the middle of the Brooks Range. Incredible.
Enjoying their first full meal after 4 days boosts the brothers' energy levels. The guys know that if they hope to keep the caribou meat fresh for an extended period of time, they must build a proper meat cache.
All right, so what I'm doing right now is I'm getting our meat cache kind of all figured out. I got the meat out, making sure it's dry. I'm gonna just spray it down. I brought citric acid with. Just spray it down with a little citric acid. Keep the flies off it, gives it a good crust on there. Right now it's cool. Sun's starting to come out, so I'm trying to get this so that the wind is in the right direction, and it'll just keep the wind going through there, will keep it cool. So gotta be prepared. Put the hoodlum to work. I'm gonna make kind of a willow bed so I can put the meat on it, keep it up off the ground, and keep that air circulation going through it.
Good airflow going through there, no sun hitting it. Should be good to go.
A quick peek in the scope reveals a few caribou, but the herd is still high on the mountainside and even farther from camp than they were yesterday. With no hope of reaching them today, there's still work to be done on Casey's Cape.
Gonna get ready to get my caribou off the head. We're gonna get his hide completely off, and then we gotta lay his hide out and get it all salted so that we can suck all that moisture out so we're not damaging the actual hide itself. I'm gonna go ahead and get him laid out here, get him flattened out so he's nice and dry, and then I'll start caping away.
Properly fleshing and salting a cape allows Casey to dry out the hide in order to eliminate any rotting or hair slip that could occur over the remaining weeks. Drying it out with salt also cuts down on the weight of the cape, which will prove beneficial if the hunters continue to be successful. As the sunlight begins to fade away, the day's work has ensured the men will have fresh meat for days to come. As they put their minds to rest for a few short moments, they'll soon find themselves face to face with the icy cold waters of the river for the first time. With roughly 110 miles of foreign water to navigate, each twist and turn of this wild river will test both the physical and mental strength of brothers Casey and Chris.
Mississippi rising, the levee is bound to break. Hear my baby crying, saying no more, no more, no more, Lord, Lord, Lord. There ain't much more that I can take. Mississippi rising and the levee is gonna break. Early one morning, I was laying down low. Came like a thunder in the mountain. Now I got nowhere to go. Like a cruel twist of fate, I'm waiting on Noah's Ark of a way. Amazing grace, what sweet sight. See her dressed in white. I once was lost, but now I'm found through her amazing grace and a soft cotton lace.
day 4 in Alaska's Brooks Range, and brothers Casey and Chris Keefer have a decision to make. With a sporadic caribou migration this far down in the valley, they must decide whether to break camp and cover new ground or remain in what they call caribou camp. While time is of the essence, if the hunters decide to push out, they'll be forced to pack camp and inflate their rafts before taking the maiden voyage.
Yeah, and like I said, moose season is open, so we'll just see what happens.
Float and hunt, because I'd really like to kill a caribou too. All right, well, these coordinates, so that's about 13
air miles?
Well, 13 straight miles, not river miles.
26 river miles.
At
Pretty
least.
close. That section looks pretty windy.
It is windy, so what we could do is let's get the rafts up, get the tents down, get everything situated.
Let's get the rafts up and see where we're at. See how long it's going to take us to get those rafts inflated.
It's going to be a while, but it's worth it. Get them up today at very minimum. I mean, there's caribou, but they're back up at 4,500 feet. Right.
If we can get those rafts up and get everything inflated, we'll see what time it is. If we got time to push out, we'll break camp and push out.
All right. If not, we'll push out first thing in the morning because, like you said, at this point, it's moose season right now.
Yeah.
So
if something comes out, we can take it.
See one while we're floating, we'll just float quietly until we get to the next camp spot. If we can hear or see one or do something with it, we're dancing. All right,
let's get the rafts.
Both Casey and Chris will be equipped with their own raft. With roughly 110 river miles ahead of them, assembling each raft correctly the first time is crucial. At 15 feet 9 inches long and 6 feet 8 inches wide when inflated, the Levitator rafts have been specifically designed for tackling the glacial rivers of northern Alaska. With a weight capacity of 3,000 pounds, these durable, high-floating, and self-bailing rafts can prevent dragging in many areas of the river if packed correctly. While the 16 D-rings will allow Casey and Chris to lash their loads securely, the oar locks and uncounterbalanced oars will allow the guys to adjust to the river's depth at a moment's notice. As daylight begins to slip, Casey and Chris make their final decision. The brothers will stay one last night in caribou camp, hoping that the migration will pick up and the caribou will begin dropping below 4,000 feet. As day breaks on day 5, Casey and Chris once again find themselves glassing caribou that are still high on the mountain face. With enough meat to last them the next few days, they decide to break camp and push off for the first time.
Just setting out on our first actual float. We've been at base camp for a couple of days hunting caribou, and now we're just setting out for our first actual float here. So we got the rafts all pumped up today, got everything inflated, and now we're ready to go.
As the hunters begin their float, they find themselves wondering not if, but when they will be forced to drag their rafts for the first time. Water levels in Alaska's high mountain rivers can vary drastically throughout the month of September, and float dragging is a common occurrence. Both Casey and Chris must be fully prepared to drag their rafts, loaded with all their gear, through miles of water that may be only inches deep. Drags such as these can burn massive amounts of calories and break down a person's mind and body.
This right here is one of the perks of hunting Alaska float style. Float dragging.
Just a mile or so into the trip, the men find themselves exiting their rafts to drag for the first time.
For anybody that thinks float dragging Alaska is easy, they need to come try it themselves because it's not. Dragon, Alaska. Love it.
Mississippi rising, the levee's bound to break. Hear my baby crying, saying no more, no more, no more, Lord, Lord, Lord. There ain't much more that I can take. Mississippi rising and the levee's gonna break.
Casey and Chris find themselves only 6 miles downriver from Caribou Camp as the sun begins to set on day 5. Knowing that they must find a campsite soon, they set their sights on a small stand of spruce trees that they've eyed from the river.
This is gonna be home for the night.
Like a cruel twist of fate, I'm waiting on Noah's Ark of a way.
This is perfect, man. This is a lake.
While it has all the makings of a great camp, only time will tell if what the brothers have dubbed Spruce Camp will be a productive hunting camp or simply serve as a quick stop during the long river migration.
There ain't much more that I can take.
It's day 6 for Casey and Chris, and they awake to a brand new landscape. As the landscape around them begins to come alive, there's a different feeling in the air today. While finding a caribou for Chris is still a priority, they also know that moose season has officially opened. The hunters' minds race with thoughts of a massive Alaska Yukon moose grunting and swaying. But this early into the moose season, both men know that any bulls that they may spot will most likely not be showing any signs of rutting.
Bush coffee, black and with grinds in it. Boy, it's hot, but it does taste delicious.
You know, this is kind of the hardest part. One of the weirdest things about hunting out here is if you're a whitetail hunter, you're used to getting in the tree stand and waiting for something to come by. And, you know, if you're spot and stalk out west, you know, you're trying to get after them real quick. And out here, it's basically come outside of camp. We can see for miles. I mean,
And miles.
10 miles. I mean, we can see so far. And your best bet is basically, instead of exerting all the energy and trying to figure it out, is to stay put in camp. Try and find a vantage point if you can close by to camp and just glass. See where the animals are traveling. And, you know, you think, oh, here they come. And they still got about 5 miles to cover. So that's what we're doing. We're just sitting in camp and keeping an eye out. We know we got caribou on this side. This side had some caribou earlier way up high. They must have crested and went over the top. So now we're just kind of keeping an eye on it. I mean, just because they're there now means that maybe 5, 6 o'clock tonight they could be right near us. So that's the plan for now until we get into deeper moose country.
As the day wears on, the new scenery proves to be a great change of pace for the hunters. It's been 6 days since either man has showered, and the chance for a quick rinse before going on meat duty can't be passed up.
That right there is the official bush shower until we can get a sunny day. That's how I'm doing it right there. It's about the extent of the cleanup we get. Oh, did that ever feel good, bro? Whew. Bring you back to life on a cold day.
Feeling refreshed and renewed, the men head to the meat cache they built previously. Cutting meat up for supper is a tedious task. Both Casey and Chris must accurately estimate how much meat they should carve to keep them going, but not get too greedy. Eating too much of the coveted caribou meat now could spell trouble in the weeks to come. Regaining the calories that were burned up during yesterday's river travel is a must for the hunters.
I like taking the hams off it just to lighten the load a little bit, save the back strap for the other back strap for a special occasion.
Plus back strap's quick and easy to trim in a hurry if we get bad weather or something.
Yeah.
This takes a little more TLC.
It's got a smoky flavor. Yeah, the meat shines through.
We decided to come down here to the riverbank to cook. We got a good gravel bar and we got some good wind coming through here. The meat's close by, so we decided we'd come down here and get this fire nice and hot and cook away from camp. We're starting to get more and more into that grizzly country, so I want to try and do anything we're doing with meat and with food away from where we're actually staying, just because we don't feel like having any random visitors at night. I gotta tell you, that's pretty good caribou right there.
So far, Spruce Camp has proved to be an unproductive hunting camp, and the guys decide it's best to break camp for the second time in 2 days, hit the river, and camp above their first major obstacle on the water. 6 days ago, while flying up the river valley, Casey and Chris both noticed a section of the river they named the Rock Garden. This long, extremely shallow stretch is littered with boulders, debris, and is virtually channelless. Successfully navigating the Rock Garden will take a lot of time and energy, and while the brothers aren't sure how long it will take, they do know that they're giving themselves a full day to face the river. They know all too well that bad things can happen on a stretch of river like this, and they need to be properly rested in order to take on such a daunting task. Just before hitting the river, Casey and Chris decide to go over the game plan one last time, just to make sure that they're both on the same page.
Okay, here's where we're at right now. We're gonna go around and come to this whole S thing. Yeah. But then once we get over here, see?
Yeah, we hit that long, looks like we hit one big long straightaway before.
Yeah, and then it gets super lakes everywhere. Battery low. Come on. And then that's where that is, and then the rocks are right here.
Yeah, that's the rock garden.
It's 4 air miles away, but it's going to be at least
8 miles.
8 to 10 miles, I'd say, river miles, because it's pretty snaky in there.
Yeah.
So I'd say 8 to 10 miles before we hit that ultimate rock garden.
Well, that rock garden, we may want to scoot through that. That's a pretty nasty, gnarly looking.
It is.
Piece of water.
And then, depending on what time we get there, we may decide to go through the lake so it doesn't look decent.
Well, it's 12:45 right now, so let's go.
All right. Well, we just broke down camp. We had to spend a night there yesterday. The weather kind of came in on us. Super windy and it was just brutal. So this morning we got up in hopes it was better, but obviously it brought a bunch of snow up top, all these snow peaks. But it's getting colder and we're back on the river. We got some ground to make up now. We're gonna get down to where moose country really starts and pick up points and things like that. So right now we're on our way. We got all the rafts packed and we are on our way.
Making their way down the river, the hunters can't help but notice the change in the landscape. The massive cutout banks give insight into how much water runs off of these mountains during the summer months. Spruce trees are becoming more frequent and stretch further throughout the valley. Exposed sandbars show signs of past animal movement. This section of the river is home to more wildlife, especially moose. With each passing sandbar, Casey and Chris meticulously eye any tracks, searching for fresh sign. Frequently stopping on the sandbars and inspecting the signs that they hold is a good way to gather info in order to try and pattern the animals.
But then you also have this whole valley here that you can see. Obviously, there's tracks all over the place here. I'll be able to see that. But then you may be able to see up that way. You want to see what's back there, too.
Constantly aware of their surroundings while floating, Casey and Chris notice what appears to be a massive maze of wolf dens on a small ridge top just off the river's edge. One of the most effective predators on Earth, the wolves that call this region home routinely prey on caribou and moose.
Just kind of coming down the river here, climbing these little ridges to glass and look out and see what we had. We came across a couple of these wolf dens right here. These things are awesome. Look and see. You can actually see way back in there where they've got it burrowed. Way out down in there, and they're all over this hillside. And there's some big wolf tracks around here. So these dens are definitely still active. They're obviously not here right now, but they're around somewhere. But these things, I mean, I could crawl way down in there, I guarantee it. I can't even see the back of it. It's probably 15, 20 feet down in there. It's pretty neat, big old wolf dens. We're running out of daylight right now, so we're gonna hurry up, jump back in the raft. I think we found a spot down here. We're gonna pop a tent for the night. Probably get back in the raft first thing in the morning and blow out of here. These are cool though.
Finding just the right spot to camp can prove to be a challenge. With each bend in the river, the landscape changes, and finding that perfect spot can sometimes seem impossible. The men have finally found camp for the night, a gritty exposed sandbar. It's their first night in what they call moose country, and as each man lays his head to rest, thoughts of tomorrow's impending struggles race through their minds. There's no turning back now. As each second ticks away, they hope to get one last good night of rest before they come face to face with their first treacherous challenge on the river, the Rock Garden.
Amazing grace, what sweetest sight, see her dressed in white. I once was lost, but now I'm found through her amazing grace and a soft cotton lace.
The sun peeks through the clouds on the morning of day 7, and Chris and Casey are definitely feeling the effects of covering almost 20 river miles in 3 days. Mornings are tough in the bush, and rolling out of the sleeping bags isn't always an easy thing to do.
We're just in the wake-up phase right now, after a long night of sleeping on the ground. Pretty comfortable though, not gonna lie. Didn't take me long to fall asleep after a day of rowing like that yesterday. As we're waking up on day, I don't even know. No. Long day ahead of us. Through the rock gardens and down to moose country.
Up to this point in the journey, Chris and Casey have covered 20 river miles of the 110 required to make it to the takeout. After leaving Caribou Camp on day 5, the men rode 7 river miles to Spruce Camp and continued another 13 miles to their current location, Sandbar Camp. The exposed sandbars provide a soft floor for sleeping in camp setups such as this one. As Chris explores the surroundings of this temporary camp, Casey awakes and realizes how much the river migration has depleted his energy level.
Tired. Still. I need a shower. I'm tired. Disgustingly dirty. Oh well.
As the brothers begin their day and start the daily routines of the bush, the river calls. But standing in the way of their first true moose camp is the rock garden, a mile-long gauntlet of low water and exposed boulders, making passage through this maze of rock an arduous task.
All right, here we go. We're getting on the boats again. We set camp for the night last night just a bit. Got in late, so we just kind of set them up. Now we're on to the rock garden, the dreaded rock garden. We saw it from the air. Now we got to get through it. So hopefully we can get down there in time and kind of survey the land and get her going.
The big bad rock garden. Here we come.
3 miles to the southeast right now is the rock garden. So that's where we got to get to. And from there, that'll end our day, because I'll tell you what, from the air, it didn't look very promising, very pretty.
With less than 3 miles remaining until the gates of the rock garden, Chris and Casey cover more ground as they continue downriver, and the closer they get, the more the water starts to change.
This spot right here, there's some big boulders that we're gonna have to really try and avoid.
Well, you can tell we're dropping in elevation because we're starting to come up on some rapids. This is kind of the first set of rapids coming up, and it looks a little hairy.
Although each hunter is limited to 100 pounds of personal gear, the production crew's equipment averages 500 pounds per boat. This, in combination with body weight and tents, makes maneuvering the levitator rafts a daunting task.
Get out of there. Oh, look out.
As Chris and Casey enter the gates of the rock garden, exposed boulders and low water levels pose a huge problem for the brothers. Constant exiting of the rafts with fast waters and ankle-breaking rock, combined with the raft weight, makes for a dangerous situation.
Oh, don't go that way.
First little teeny section there, again, to an experienced rafter. It's no class 5, but when you got a boat full of gear and you don't want to get wet, it's nice to make it through unscathed. We're not there yet though.
Really got to pick my line here. Oh, that might have been the wrong line. Shoot. It's all right. First time I got to get out.
Halfway through the rock garden, both brothers continue to struggle with staying afloat for more than 100 feet at a time.
Well, we were able to make it about halfway before we just started losing any kind of a channel whatsoever. So now we're doing a little float dragging. We got to make it to the end of this rock garden, past all these boulders right here, down there. We got very little water to do it with. So basically I'm just trying to walk my raft down there. Got my bow line, just walking it through one rock at a time. It's a heavy raft though. It'll take us an hour or so.
not out of it yet. Still got another half a mile. But we're riding this little rapid chain right here. This little channel. May have to get out here in a minute. Oh. But at least if you can ride and get your feet out of that cold water, it's a savior. What do you think, that outside channel?
Well, that's what I'm looking at. Outside's usually your best bet for deep water.
Well, that middle doesn't look good at all, so
We can skirt it right through here. With a little shimmy shimmy.
well, up above, where the mountains were super tight to the river, now it's starting to widen out. The elevation's starting to drop. We're starting to get into these boulders. Things are really starting to change fast. But this whitewater coming up looks like it might be the home stretch through the big rock gardens. We've made it, I think.
We just came around that little high bank corner that we were looking at. And the river bends back nice and hard right here. And there's a big hillside right here that would be right next to camp, where we'd be able to set camp, get up in the morning, get up top there, get some elevation, and start glassing. So I'm gonna try and pull her home right here in this dry creek bed. See if we can find a nice spot for camp up in there.
With the rock garden behind them, there's no time to relax. Chris and Casey now have a race against the sun and must find camp before nightfall. Four miles downriver from the rock garden, Chris and Casey find themselves in a dilemma. Although the moose sign is abundant, the problem of finding somewhere for camp becomes more and more of an issue.
And that backside over there was at least smoother water. I don't know, unless we keep rowing.
There's too much sign to keep rowing. We're not rowing anywhere.
Let's try to find a place to camp. There's so much sign in here, so much sign. Fresh rubs, we got tracks, we got piles of crap everywhere. I mean, it's just, and fresh, like not days old or weeks old. I mean, fresh stuff. Like there is moose right here, somewhere right around in this area. We're gonna spend the next 5 or 6 days trying to kill them.
The brothers decide to move downriver to a high spot they've located that will offer them a great vantage point and give them relief from the noisy rapids. First on the agenda is to get some much needed food to help recoup energy loss from a long day on the river.
We've got camp just about set. Been an unbelievable day of rowing. We found a ton of sign over there. We just weren't happy with our campsite. Couldn't really figure out what we were gonna do. Finally, we set camp. We got it dialed in, and now we're gonna treat ourselves to a caribou backstrap, because after a day like that, we're hungry, extremely hungry. So we've been keeping the meat, it's nice and cool. Now we're gonna just trim all the stuff off it. We treated it with citric acid, so everything's good to go. It's got a good hard crust on it. So now I'm just gonna trim it off, all the black stuff, nice and tender. Well, this is it. It's the end of a long day right here, but you know what? Not a bad day. Alaska pretty much threw everything she had at us. Rain, rock boulders, sunshine, wind, cold weather. You know what? We prevailed another day. We live another day. It's awesome. Absolutely love it. We are living off the land and loving life right now.
With a new sunrise over the Brooks Range on day 8, the camp location Chris and Casey have selected brings many tasks at hand. Gathering wood, shooting the bows, and building a new meat cache top the list.
Well, what I've got here is I've got the caribou meat that we shot on the 3rd. Today's the 9th. And every camp we've been setting up, we've been getting the meat cache lined out, getting it elevated up off the ground so that you get good airflow on both sides of it. But what we ran into this morning when we came down here early this morning is there were actually some birds that had gotten onto it. I kind of left it a little bit uncovered so that we could get some more wind coming through here. I've got it down close to the water because the temperature down here by the water is always going to be colder than it is up there. This gravel doesn't hold nearly as much heat as, say, this soft mossy type stuff would. So what I'm going to do right now though is I'm actually going to tarp it off so that we're not going to let those birds pick at this stuff. This meat is our life's blood right now, so I got to get it tarped off. What I'm going to do is I'll probably cut down just a small pine. I'm going to look for a dead one if I can find a nice small dead one. I'm going to actually take it and lay it over top of this meat, and then I'm going to drape that tarp right over top of that. So it keeps the tarp off of the meat, still allowing that air to flow through there. But as you can see, we've got a nice crust on the outside of it. We've got it sprayed down with some citric acid. So when you cut into that meat, it's actually nice, red, good aged meat on the inside. You know, meat care up here is extremely important, and we're trying to take every precaution we can to save this stuff because this has got to last us as long as possible. We're trying to survive off of it, and once we get a moose down, we're still going to continue to take care of it because that's the law. That's what you have to do up here in Alaska. Wanton waste is a serious thing. So we're going to get this thing rigged up, and then we're going to head out and see if we can do a little moose scouting today.
Since we're in moose camp, it's time to rock and roll and break out the wrath right there, Struthered Wrath. It's ready to buck, and there's no question about it. I just got to get it dialed in with all this traveling and everything we've been doing and rafting. It's just got to shoot it a couple times. Not many block targets out this far, so we're using a little piece of moss and an owner's manual from a camera and kind of watching it. And then every time I lose an arrow in the moss, got to dig it out with a hoodlum, so it's a little crazy. But everything's good to go. IQ should be dialed in. Throwing the gold tips down the pipe. Should be these last two right here, and should be good. Goes right through, so. Okay, we're back dialed in. Took a little bit, but we're good.
With the wrath now sighted in, the guys turn to their GPS and discuss the terrain and hunting method as they plan for the midday hunt.
Yeah. No, let's follow that ridge up that way. Swamp and just go scouting and see what we got. We'll call and rake along the way.
Looks like a bunch of rubs right there along that edge of that swamp. We came the back way on that river. Stick out on this ridge a little ways. Get somewhere we can do some calling, maybe on both sides. Nice to have a high spot like that.
1/2 mile north of Moose Camp, Chris and Casey push higher on the mountain toward a pinch between an inland lake and the river in hopes of calling in an early season bull moose.
The lake runs out. Should be right over the top of this thing.
With blueberry season still in full swing, Chris wastes no time refueling, while Casey calls from a nearby stand of spruce trees.
While we're waiting, I'm gonna take advantage of these delicious blueberries that are just sitting here, waiting for me to eat. I don't even like blueberries, but these are like perfect. We gotta take advantage of them now.
Although it's still early in the moose season, anything can trigger a big bull's appetite to breed. Cow calling sequences and tree raking are effective ways to lure in the giants of the north.
I just did our first little calling sequence. About 10-15 minutes, busting brush, giving a couple of calls. It's a waiting game with moose. Sometimes it can take them days to get to where you are, so you really gotta just take your time when you're hunting them. But you never know, sometimes you get lucky and find one right in the area, so just got done doing our first little sequence. We're gonna sit here giving another 10-15 minutes of nothing. Just kind of listen and see what's going on. And then we'll probably give a couple more calling and raking sequences here. Feels good to be moose hunting though.
As the sun pushes down on day 8, Chris and Casey have covered about 2 miles of moose country. They decide to move back toward the river and finish out the evening calling from camp. But the real question continues to loom on exactly how to hunt these giant bulls of the tundra. Only time will tell, and the brothers have another 17 days of moose season to find the answer.
Close your eyes and darling, let the music shape your soul. Sun's still above the horizon, say goodnight before it goes. Believe me when I say I won't belong. Amazing grace, what sweet sight. See her dressed in white. I once was lost, but now I'm found through her amazing grace and a soft cotton lace.
Hey, Case. What? Do you hear that?
What?
It's a bear. It's over here. Right outside the tent. Hey. It's right here. You hear it? Where's that? It's right.
Hey,
Close. Yes. Hey.
hey, Bear. Bear. Hey.
He's walking right here. Is he coming down? I think he's over here. Oh, God, here's my light right here. Listen, I think he's over here. Yeah, he's right here. He's on. He's out this side. You got your gun? I gotta find my gun. I can't find anything here. Right here. Listen.
Hey, Bear. Hey, Bear.
Oh no, he's on this side right there. He's coming around your side. He's right here.
Hey. Hey, Bear.
Whoa! He's got to be right out there somewhere. Oh, big hill. Right out this side somewhere. Really? Holy I can hear it right here.
Hey, Bear.
Should we go out?
Hey, Bear.
It's right there.
Hey, Bear.
I'm sweating right now. My heart is pounding.
My God, it is cold in here and I'm sweating. So close. Oh, that is not how I wanted to wake up. Well, we're out here this morning trying to gather up some wood to get a fire started, to get warm after last night. It was cold and it was a long night, a very long night, because we had a visitor in camp. A couple of grizzlies come through last night and of course got us up out of bed and didn't know what was going on. It was a little bit of panic and chaos, and last thing you want to be woken up by is that breathing, and it was just yeah, it was a little freaky, but that's why we carry the guns on our sides. But as I come out of the tent this morning, I come about 30 yards out here looking for wood. This whole area right here is just torn up. I mean, it's just everything from all these roots are all torn up, and it's where these bears are in here digging, clawing, and they've got this whole thing, all behind me right here. It's all dug up. They're just looking for bugs. They're in the root system. They're just kind of everywhere where they can get in these roots all the way through. This is what we could hear them last night doing. It was a little nerve-wracking, but you know what? We made it through another night. It's colder today than it was yesterday. We know grizzlies are in the area, so we're on kind of a high alert. Last thing we want to do is have a face-to-face encounter with one of those guys at about 3 a.m. again, because that was enough to shake it up and just give you the chills down your spine.
Oh, the sun is shining, it's hot, which isn't good for moose hunting, but
No. All those moose that we saw yesterday up on that hillside right there,
gone.
gone. Makes you think in hindsight what you should have done, but that's the first encounter we had, so it was kind of like, let's watch and see. Pretty far away. But I don't think if there's another one in sight that's gonna slip through our fingers.
Yeah, I don't think anything's safe from here on out.
As a new sky sets in overhead, brothers Casey and Chris agree that the best remedy for a weary soul in the heart of Alaska's wilderness can be a change of scenery.
We got a bright sunny day this morning, and we decided that we're gonna hit the road. We don't know if we're gonna get weathered in any time up here, and we gave it 4 or 5 days. It just is something that we just made a decision, kind of spur of the moment. We broke down camp and we hit the road. I think there's more moose action to come. We gave this camp plenty of time. We set up. Just one of those deals. We're not gonna go far, probably 4 or 5 miles maybe. Find another camp, set it up, get her done.
Sunny skies and smooth waters are a welcome change from a recent days spent battling rough water. And as the guys push on, they continue to run into signs of moose in the area. With no set course, the guys find themselves searching for a good spot to set camp, dead smack in the heart of heavy moose country.
That's what we're looking for right there. That's a big bull moose track. Sinking in this ground. 6 to 8 inches. That's what we need.
They're frequenting this lake, and there's just runways coming to it. So, all right, let's set camp. It's my turn to sit down and confess. My confessional, huh? Well, I got a confessional for you. I'm tired, I'm hungry, and I need a pick-me-up big time. I am missing out. I need to really start getting into some animals. I want to kill something. It's just my instinct. I'm ready to find an animal and knock it down. frustrated, I'm ready to rock and roll, I want to kill something, I need to pick me up. I'm hungry, I'm in pain, my knee is throbbing. Other than that, no pity parties here. I am ready to do it.
Summer's gone by, the wind's coming down, my bags are still packed, and I'm leaving town. Tomorrow's good fortunes are forever a day away. To bid you farewell, give me a reason to stay, and I might just as well. Or kiss me on the cheek before I say goodbye. Goodbye. That foreboding shimmer, it strikes through the blinds in the bedroom where the off-white sheets lay coiled around my skin like a snake around its prey.
That is crazy.
Good fortunes.
We're just sitting here on the edge of this lake, watching these, I think they're ospreys, watching these ospreys fish. That one just had 2 failed attempts, and that third one, he got a big grayling.
As the brothers continue to glass, a bit of advice seems to have come from the most unlikely of places. Like the osprey, they too have had a failed attempt at taking down their prey, but they have just been shown that perseverance can pay off.
A long time since anybody's been in here. We're just coming through the bush there. We spotted this tin roof on this cabin from back there, so we decided to come over and check it out. You never know what you're gonna find in an old trapper's cabin like this. Found an old forest axe right here. Try and find something with a date on it. See if it gives us any idea of when somebody might have been here last.
Remote Alaska is dotted with signs of eras past, and finding a true trapper's cabin is a humbling experience for both hunters.
This can of Tang is from 1984, a year after I was born. Tang. I drink Tang from 84 right now.
I love Tang.
Man. I'm just gonna hang this axe back up here. Just because this could be used for somebody to survive this shelter right here. And leave it right there in its home. It's been here since 1980 something. You could survive for a long time in this cabin if you had to. Pretty cool. Piece of history. Just checking out the outside of this cabin. Casey's looking in the inside. This is a area where a grizz has come and marked his territory. You can see where they bite the trees. It's kind of like a bite line going through. It looks like somebody shot it with a rifle, but it's actually where the bears will get up there and just gnaw on it. And you can see where they've gone in and out of this thing a bunch. There's hair all over the place. So a bear has made this kind of his territory for sure at some point. I can definitely hear something behind us. Huh? There's something right over here. Is there? Yeah. Probably not smart with all this grizz hair.
No. Let's bail.
Let's get the heck out of Dodge right now. Right there. Alright, I just caught at least a tiny glimpse right here of a grizz. We've got to get it.
Coming face to face with a grizzly, especially one that could be denning inside of the trapper's cabin, is a potentially deadly situation. Not wanting to endanger themselves or the grizzly, Casey and Chris make an immediate break for camp.
We're just getting ready to pack up camp here, and I gave it one last glass. And I found a big bull over on that hill over there. Casey's really big bull. Just getting ready to wrap it up for the night, and Casey just said, give me that binos, and him and I are just glassing one more time. All of a sudden he just goes, big bull, walking across the face way over there. But he can see his paddles. Unbelievable. Problem is, we're running out of daylight fast. He's here. That's all that matters. He's here. He just came off that hillside. Chris hit that call the last time, and he actually started running down the hill. Should we go on the other side with what we got, daylight? I don't know, man. We're running out of light fast. We're just getting ready to head out here. It's finally morning. It's like 7 o'clock, something like that. 6:30, 7 o'clock. I don't know if that bull crossed the river last night and made it up behind us, or if he stayed over on that side. We have no idea what he did. But the game plan right now is we're gonna slide up back in here. We're gonna get up there, do some calling, beat some brush.
Over 2 weeks into the journey, Chris and Casey have reached their low point. Frustration begins to set in as the morning hunt unfolds and the hope of locating last night's giant bull fade.
Just slapping the waders on here. We're gonna be heading across the river onto the other side, the last place we saw that bull last night. We went up behind us here and tried up there for a little over an hour. If he was up there, he should have showed, because it's not a very big area. So we're gonna slip across here, get back in there, see what we can find.
Well, it burns and it feels and it heals and it hurts, and it's life you learn and you get what you deserve. And you're not gonna do a thing about it. Not gonna do a thing. Just gonna go complain about it. Just gonna go complain.
We could sit here in the rain and get soaked to the or we can head back to camp, wait for it to pass, keep hunting. I mean, then you get here soaked and a moose could walk out. I mean, it's like, you just don't know. It's so big and so vast, you don't know. I think he is. I think there's a moose around here somewhere. I want to believe there's a moose around here somewhere. But that doesn't mean he's actually here. He had 6 hours, 8 hours last night to go anywhere he wanted. Build a little pine bough shelter if we wanted. Just tuck us out of the rain while we're sitting. We're back in the tent. It's pouring down rain outside. It's just another knife to the throat. We had that moose last night coming in late. Ran out of daylight. Today we put a stalk on. We covered both sides of the river. Then we crossed the river, went up. Put an hour in over in one spot calling, put another hour in another spot calling. Just started pouring down rain.
We got 9 days left of moose season. We got to get 2 moose down in 9 days, so we're trying to figure out what exactly we want to do. We're looking at the maps and the GPSs and everything, trying to figure out a game plan here.
As the sun finally burns off the low cloud cover, Chris and Casey have a chance to wet their lines to help ease the tension of a stressful and unproductive day in the bush.
You know, my energy is still pretty good. But the more we run out of meat, the more we got to rely on fish, and the more fish we got to catch. And down here, the fishing's a lot more difficult. I wouldn't say difficult, but different than, you know, fishing from Caribou Camp. Caribou Camp was small, intimate water. You know, easy to pick those riffle runs and where those fish would be, but down here, it's a little bit different.
Great Island memory, just like a movie, you know all the lines, you know all the scenes, you know all the lies. I scribbled a picture of amazing grace. What sweet sight, see her dressed in white. I once was lost, but now I'm found through her amazing grace and a soft cotton lace.
It's day 10, and from their newest hunting location, Moose Camp, brothers Casey and Chris Keefer find themselves anxiously waiting for the rut to fire up.
What are you thinking? Today's the day we kind of split up a little bit?
Yeah. We're kind of on this point right here, this big point. All right. Well, I'm gonna grab some of my gear, grab my bow, and we're gonna head that direction, and we'll be back in about hour and a half.
I'll be right here.
All right. All right, I got everything packed up in a pack. We're not going far. We're just going kind of right over the edge right here, so I'm not taking a whole lot, but get the bow ready. We're dancing, baby. We're ready to roll.
While the guys have been calling from camp without any success, they decide that today might be a good day to split up. Chris is the first to leave camp, and while he heads to a ridge downriver, Casey stays. Moose can be slow to move, and somebody has to remain in camp in case a bull is en route to the last few hours of calling.
Absolutely gorgeous. Everywhere you go, you gotta stop and just take it in. It's gorgeous. And this right here, that right there, that's why I carry this with me. I don't want to get mauled by a grizzly bear. So that's a big pile of fresh grizzly crap, and I'm just gonna be on alert. That's all. So we're gonna keep moving. Check this out. How cool is this? Just laying on the side. Look at the tops on that guy. There's my caribou right there. I'm taking this guy back to camp to show Casey.
I think if we I'll take off and head this way and then hit that ridge and come back, go to that marsh where that big rub was. Check that out.
All right, well, I'm gonna go shed some clothing and regroup and wait for you guys to get back.
We just got on this ridge here on the edge of this marsh, and as we were coming up here, you could see moose tracks all through this moss. We just came upon a pretty fresh pile, still soft, of moose crap. It's still got bugs and flies in it and on it, so there was a moose through here not all that long ago. We're just gonna work our way up to this point up here, and then we're gonna work the ridge all the way back down.
What's up?
Nada.
Go for a little hike.
Didn't see anything. I'm gonna get this jacket off and start to cool down a little bit because I'm hot right now. Fresh sign. Just coming right down the edge of the river. Just running. I think he saw us. You see him just running. I'm sure that's not the last one we're gonna see.
No, it's not. And I'm here to tell you, if it's him or I eating that meat, it's gonna be I.
That's why I went for this first instead of the bow. He's still close. He's not far.
No, he's here.
He's probably just making his way around this little bend right here.
All right.
Well, we'll sit it out and see if he shows up.
Now the storm's blowing in. It's starting to rain right now. So we'll go in the tent. Just keep checking out here and just making sure that Mr. Wolf isn't coming for another meal.
While wolves are a looming threat to the meat cache, the fast-moving weather that quickly sets overhead in Alaska is a constant danger.
All right, so we got a major storm blowing in right now. We're just trying to kind of figure things out. We got to get some of this wood cut up because it just came over top of this mountain right here, and the last thing we want to be doing is get stuck out here caught without dry wood. So we're gonna get it, put it in the vestibule of the tent, get things fired up. Hopefully we can keep warm during this little storm. All right, so when you're out here and you need a quick fire fast, what we're looking for is the dead dry stuff. Obviously we want the driest stuff we can get. This is some of the old pine that's fallen down. This is what you want to get, and you want to break it up into this little ball like this, and we call it a little tinder cylinder. You can shove it in the fire, you can get a good flame underneath it. This stuff will light. It's just like having gasoline out here, and on these cold days there's nothing better than a nice hot fire, especially with a storm rolling in over top of these mountains. We got to gather this stuff up, get it in the tent, get dry, get warm fast.
The sun breaks the granite peaks on day 11, bringing clear and cold skies.
Well, it's a new morning. It's cold. Just woke up in the tent. It's a little chilly outside, 24 degrees, day 11. Just going over the map here on my GPS, so I'm waiting for the coffee to heat up. As soon as I wake up, come to a long night again. Yeah, it's early, it's cold, and we're in a tent.
As the day's first cup of coffee warms up on the stove, the daily grind begins. The frosty conditions of the morning are a definitive reminder that the dead of winter is rapidly approaching. But today, after days without sun, there's a new attitude around camp. Not knowing how long it will last, they cherish the moment. For the past 11 days, Casey has been carrying his caribou antlers on the skull. Knowing that the unnecessary weight needs to be shed, an afternoon lull provides him with a chance to cut the antlers off. This segment of Dropped Project Alaska is brought to you by Rage Slipcam Broadheads.
Well, today is September 11th. Probably one of the most infamous days in all of history. September 11th. Sitting up here in the Brooks Range, and you know, as far away from New York City and everything else that we are right now, it's kind of hard not to think about what happened, you know, all the way back then. Like I said, we're super far away and isolated from it all, but this place just, you know, we wouldn't be able to be here and do what we're doing right now if it wasn't for, you know, the U.S. military and the troops overseas and the folks that stood up and fought for this country.
Today is 9/11, and it makes you think, and it makes you thank all of those U.S. troops that are overseas and they're fighting for our freedom. You know, I've been away from my family now for about 15 days, and you know, at the end of it, that's you know, a couple of weeks, and ultimately it'll be a month. And I mean, I miss my girls tremendously, and for someone in the military to just pack their stuff and say, I'm gonna go fight for our freedom for the next 6 months or 8 months, and you know, just missing the things they miss at home. If you're a U.S. troop or you're in the military and you're watching, I want you to know that I thank you and God bless you. I think that what you do is amazing and that you don't get enough credit.
But overall today, like I said, it's September 11th. It's a bittersweet day.
We're gonna run down and check the temperature on this meat and flip everything around, make sure it's still getting good air on both sides and it's nice and cool. See if we can get a good temperature reading here. Take this tarp off and check and make sure everything's still nice and cool. It's noticeably cooler down here by this water than it is up there. This is in the shade, protected from the sun. Should be perfect. Drop under 40. Perfect. You want to keep this meat as cold as you possibly can, especially because we're trying to ration this caribou out over a long period of time. I shot him on the 3rd and today's the 11th. So we've had him this whole time. We've been averaging probably about a third of a quarter every time we eat. So I've been really trying to keep track of what we've been eating, how much we've been eating. And right now we probably have enough left for
6 days if we're gonna eat solid. We can ration it out and make it last a little bit longer than that if we had to. But everything seems to be good. All I'm gonna do now while I'm down here is flip this meat over to expose the other side to more air. And other than that, we're set.
With all things in check with the meat cache, Casey and Chris turn their attention back to hunting.
We're here at camp. We're actually doing a lot of our calling right here from camp. You know, when you're up here, this is such big country. You can either try to get out there and get after them and create an awful lot more work for yourself, or you can bide your time, let things unfold, and try to call right from around that camp area where you guys are staying. So that's what we chose to do. We're calling right here from camp. It's warm. It's the first day we've had sun in a long time. So we're out here just, you know, every half hour, 45 minutes, come out, break some branches, rake some trees, give a couple of cow calls. We don't think the rut is fully kicked in yet, so we're really not getting aggressive with the bull grunting and stuff like that, but we're just making some moose sounds, letting these moose that are in this area know that we're here, and hopefully once the rut kicks in, as things progress, we're going to pique their interest and draw them into camp. It's a great call to do this with, though. We got one spotted. We finally got a moose spotted. We're just literally sitting here debating, what do we do? So we call from camp. We put in 2 days here just calling. And the last thing we wanted to do was just bail. And Casey and I were looking. I spotted a caribou shed yesterday up on this hill. So we're just looking for that. And I just happened to glance over in one of these cuts. Sure enough, antlers. Boom, right there, baby. Big moose. He's up pretty high, but we got him spotted. We can watch him come. And if he comes anywhere down, it is so game on. Right now, we're gonna try and rig up this Nikon with that edge spotting scope so we can get some footage of him, because he's really far away right now. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, he's kind of close, but he's still a long distance. Business. See him? Yeah, look at him coming through there. Oh my God. Oh, he's just coming down right now. He's just walking down. Dude, they can come down to the bottom. I know, that's what I'm thinking. Should we ferry across there? No, we just wait it out. Wait it out, man. They're gonna come in this bottom. They're either gonna cross right there, cross right here, or cross right there. Just watch which way they go. Maybe just keep calling from right here, because they're gonna come to us at the bottom. Oh, he looks so cool coming through there. Now it's just a giant decision of patience and bring him to us, or run and gun and go get him. But he's with a cow. That's the only thing that worries me. Yeah. If he was by himself, I'd say let's keep cow calling and he'll eventually make his way down. Yeah. I think we got to be a challenging bull. Yeah, but even from here, though, we're no challenge to him. That's what I mean, is if we go for him. From here, we're no challenge to him at all. I gotta believe once he lays down, he's laying down for the day. Unless she gets up.
in the open.
3 hours in, Casey and Chris's first encounter with a moose comes to a screeching halt when the big bull beds down high up on the mountain, over 2 miles away. As the sun settles on the backside of the mountains behind them, there's not much the guys can do but stay put, continue to call, and be patient. They'll run through the topo maps one last time to check the terrain that lies between them and their target, but unless the bull decides to come to them, today's hunt seems like a bust.
It's hour 6, watching these moose on the side hill, and he started to come down, and he hooked up again with another cow and a calf, actually. So we've got 4 different moose over there. He ran them around. They had topped the mountain, so we're either going to sit tight right here and keep calling, or we may actually just work our way out of this point before dark. Call a couple of times, let them know we're down here. So
Life is a battle, not sure if it can go on. We'll cross old bridges when all the lights have gone. Waiting for
Unsure of where the moose disappeared to, Casey and Chris will continue to let their calls echo through the cold night air. Only a new dawn will bring the brothers the answers they seek.
Keeps on rolling. Amazing grace, what sweet sight. See her dressed in white. I once was lost, but now I'm found through her amazing grace and a soft cotton lace.
After a day of solid rain, the weather of the Brooks Range offers a break in the cloud cover, giving brothers Chris and Casey Keefer a chance to pull camp and move downriver into better moose country. To this point on the hunt, 2 mature bull moose have been spotted, but the closest they've been was just over a mile.
just breaking down the Arctic oven right now. We're switching camps. We got to move and groove this last half of the trip and not having a moose down, so we're breaking tent. We're taking off, we're hitting the river, and we are going to hunt. We got 40 miles or 50 miles of straight line to cover, so time to move and groove. We're just back here at the meat cache. We're packing up the rafts. We're getting ready to head downriver today. We finally got a little break in the weather, so we decided we're gonna blow right out of here and get down where it's a little bit better moose country. Saw that one big bull here, but you know, weren't able to get on him, but we're gonna check the meat cache right now. We got probably 1 or 2 good solid meals in us still before we're gonna really have to start to ration. But it's an uncomfortable feeling when you come over here and you look at what you're eating to survive, and you look at it and you realize that you only have 2 days left, you know, and you're still looking at 12 days left in our project. We got 12 days left until we get picked up, and we got 2 days of meat left, so that could be a serious problem.
As Casey packs the meat away from yet another built meat cache, Chris readies the rafts for departure. Both brothers are eager to cover some new ground and hold out hope that pulling camp from a productive location will be the right call.
You know, we're coming up on that time, man. Yesterday was just a beater of a day. pouring down rain, just the spirit just sucked right out of you. You don't know what to do, you feel hopeless. You know what, today is a different day. Today is cool, looks like the storms have blown through. So the goal is paddle and shoot a moose.
Well, we got a lot of miles to cover by river yet. But today's plan, because of the weather and what we've got going, we got cold temperatures, cloudy skies. The moose really should be in a rutting mood today. The plan is to float this river as quietly as we possibly can. We're gonna float it nice and slow. We're gonna take our time on the way down. We're gonna stop and check gravel bars as we go. We're gonna check these big mud flats to see if we can find a fresh set of tracks. Like those ones right there look pretty fresh. You can tell a fresh track today because we had 24 hours of straight rain yesterday. So any of the dirt that was thrown out the back of the track as the moose walked should have been rained on and kind of flattened back down and washed back into the soil. So if you find tracks on a day like today that have got kicked up dirt behind them, chances are they're going to be a pretty fresh track. Just going down the river, you got a huge whiff of a moose, like rut, like a wallow. The way the wind's blowing, it's got to be coming from right in here.
Although the fresh moose sign give Chris and Casey hope of a responding bull in the area, they decide to push on downriver. To this point in the hunt, the brothers have traveled well over 50 miles from Caribou Camp and already over 5 miles from the previous exploration camp. Chris and Casey feel good about their decision to move downriver.
That was sweet. We just had two grizz come out, real dark color, looked like a sow, a young sow and a cub, or two cubs. I couldn't see the sow, so one was bigger than the other one though. Just come around the bend, and they were crossing, running right in front of. At first, I didn't know what it was. I thought it might have been a moose the way they were running. Casey couldn't see him, so I just shouted to him and was like, "Hey, bear!" Big sow grizz with a cub swam across the river right in front of us. Kind of floated right into him. It's the first grizz we've seen in the daylight without stomping around our tent.
As the brothers continue to cover more ground, glassing and calling from high points along the river drainage provides opportunities to see new ground and locate game. But this method of hunting can drain energy fast, especially when low caloric intake is the norm.
This is like the 20th shed we found so far. Pretty sweet. He's got a split right here. Big split up on his tops. Pretty unique. I'd rather find a moose though. Yeah, we'll leave him lay right there. You know, we get up here and we glass from these high ridges, and it's like we're looking at a giant haystack, and you gotta find your needle. This is an unguided hunt, so we're doing the best we can right now, getting up high like this on top of these ridges and glass and just slowly creeping our way down the river. And I'm hoping it pans out one of these times for us. Well, we just climbed up about halfway up this face right here. We got up to where we can get some elevation and actually glass and see if we can locate some moose. We just got up here not too long ago, but we got that edge spotting scope with us. So we're gonna get him set up here on the edge and take a peek out over and see what we can find. We left that valley way up there earlier this morning and we were planning on getting way down here, but I don't know, I think we're gonna ride it out for a bit and see what we can find. It's only about 4 o'clock, maybe 4:30. So we're gonna sit here and glass for a while and see if we can get a beat on a big bull. This is as good a spot as any we can see for miles from up here.
3 hours of glassing reveals not a single moose, and as rain pushes down on the brothers, they move back to the rafts from off the mountain and continue downriver in hopes to find a spot close by to set camp. But Mother Nature has other plans.
That's not good. We're high-centered bad. We're stuck bad. We're gonna have to go to the front. Damn. Son of a... Sitting right on and I can't get it up any higher. I get out. We're in a jam here, boy. We gotta get off of this thing fast. Shut it down, we gotta get off this rock. Triceps are burning now. Man, I am running low on fuel. We're down to our last little piece of meat. We don't know where we're going. It's unguided, so we don't know what's around the next bend. I've never felt so lost on a hunt ever in my life. I'm just lost.
Exhausted and desperate to set camp, Chris and Casey search frantically along the banks of the river.
We could find a point that we could go to every day and call. It's just a matter of finding a place to camp. We covered an awful lot more ground than we wanted to. Oh man, that last bit of rapids sucked us out. It dropped us miles we missed because of that. There's no way to even get out of it. Nope. We've done 27 miles in 2 days. And we were gonna do 5. That's way, that's not good. No, it's not good at all. 27 miles in 2 days and we were supposed to do 5. I don't know. We'll figure something out. I don't know what to do. We're in a situation right now and I'm not happy about it. I've never felt this way right here, where I have no idea what's around the next corner. I have no idea what to do. I mean, it's not like there's not moose here. There's moose all over this place. It's just trying to find a campsite where you can hear and see and listen and actually make something happen. Instead of next to a class 5 rapid where you can't hear.
2 days and almost 30 river miles since exploration camp, Chris and Casey have blown through some of the best moose country in the Brooks Range. Miles of white water have led them to a last resort camp, Prayer Point, only 5 miles from the confluence of the main river channel. Exhausted and struggling, the brothers set camp.
Oh, we just pulled into camp here. Finally found a spot that we could get up and get a little elevated and get some flat ground so we can get the tent and everything set up. We got some birch and some low willows and stuff all around us. We can see a lot up the river. We can see quite a ways down the river. So we got one tent up. Priority now is we're gonna get some food. We gotta eat. We're running really low on that caribou, so we're gonna try and finish it off tonight and hope for the best from here on out. But after we're done eating, I think we might take a walk out that point, see what we can see. But we're in camp for the night. It's been 2 days of looking. We finally found our spot.
Been around a long ways down. Home is always another exit along the highway. And I'm just a stranger to my kin. And I lost everything for
That right there is what we're down to. We're down to the last little bit. But we gotta shave all of this stuff off and get whatever meat we can off of here. We'll trim out the sinew and the silver skin. We'll make it work.
I'm lost in the valley of the shadow of death, Lord, lost in the valley. I'm lost in the valley of the shadow of death, Lord, lost in the valley. I had a blue soul in the house of temptation. God fell short of his forgiving bliss. I heard him say, there ain't a room for.
As morning breaks on the first day at Prayer Point Camp, snow falls from the skies of the Arctic, and with that, a renewed hope for moose movement. With camp less than 100 yards away, Chris calls from a rock-based willow flat. With only days left in the moose season and only a few miles from the main river system, Chris and Casey have decided to give Prayer Point a chance.
All right, well, here we are on this journal entry. Man, yesterday was brutal. Yesterday was the worst day, no question about it. We somehow ended up blowing through over 14 miles of river.
You know, I'm a little disappointed that we came this far, but you know, maybe it's for a reason.
And we're dwindling down on the season, and it's like, do we just make a mistake? Like, did we just blow through 30 miles? And you know what? It's the first time that I've showed frustration. It's the first time that the culmination of everything just came together. The unknown around the next bend is probably the hardest thing that I've had to deal with the whole time here. It was a frustrating day. At the end of the day, I was angry. I was frustrated and angry. I can feel the tension between Casey and I. I can feel that just, you know, brotherly love tension, like, you know, he wants to go one way, I want to go another, or, you know, or he wants to hunt a one way and I want to hunt another way, and it's just, I can feel it starting to build. And yesterday's culmination of everything didn't help, but I don't know, things can change in a heartbeat.
So day number 18 in Alaska is officially underway.
At this point, I'm ready, because yesterday sucked. That's my journal.
Right there. Where? Dude, if he's legal, kill him. Chris, if he's legal, kill him. Oh, he's looking badass. He's looking badass. You ready? He's big.
Amazing grace, what sweet sight. See her dressed in white. I once was lost, but now I'm found through her amazing grace and a soft cotton lace.
It's day 18 in Alaska's Brooks Range, and brothers Casey and Chris are actively calling during their first full day at Prayer Point. As the rain continues to fall, the events of yesterday's whitewater are still fresh in their minds.
Today's one of those days where you just sit and camp and call. We have tried everything from running and gunning and glassing. We got into this camp late last night, resorted to camp. Pouring down rain. I went out and called earlier, just a little bit. Probably, I'd say hour and a half. I'll get my car right here. All right. We built this little tarp. It's like, basically it was the meat tarp that we were using for all the, like, keeping the caribou meat. Pouring down rain, we don't want to sit in the tent. You want a glass because you don't know what's going to happen. So we're just kind of sitting here under this thing. It's freezing, get a fire going. Smoke doesn't seem to bother him too much. We have torn through some wood, splitting wood. Yeah, we're rolling over it now. And then with the rain this morning, it had to be even worse because you had to keep splitting like the wet stuff, and then we dry it out right here and keep her going. It's brutal. Right there. Where? Dude, if he's legal, kill him. Chris, if he's legal, kill him. right. Yep. Kill him.
Yes. 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 Out of camp, baby. Yes. Yes. Oh my God. Dude, out of camp. Dude. I was sitting there after I called and I just heard, and I turned around and here you go. Through the trees. Dude. All day long. I crushed him. We've been sitting here. Okay, listen. We're gonna go for the bow, but we're out of meat. He was coming, but you know what? We got a bull down right there on the other side of the river. We don't have to pack him. He's right there. We took him, 300 short mag on the ground, baby. Let's go. Oh, he's a beautiful moose, dude. He's legal. Oh, absolutely. Beautiful. We were sitting there. I literally 5 minutes ago gave some cow calls. We were sitting there and I was literally sitting there drinking coffee and I just heard, oh, and I turned around and I just see him coming through the brush, just tearing through the brush. Dude, we crushed him. Oh, that's amazing. That is an Alaskan moose on the ground, dude.
He's big. All right.
After 18 long days and 24 hours after running out of all of their caribou meat, Casey and Chris have finally had the chance to tag out on a massive Alaska Yukon moose. Less than 15 minutes after Chris delivered the fatal shot, a second moose appears in the dense brush. Casey is now faced with a monumental decision.
He's right here. He's right here over Casey's shoulder. Another bull coming in. Definitely a smaller bull. See if we can get him out here though.
As the second bull emerges from the thick brush, he finds himself downwind of Chris's dead bull. Posturing up and showing aggression, he immediately searches for a challenger.
Casey is legal. Just so you know. My bull is right there. We just shot. And another bull just came in. And he's going right at my bull. He is a legal bull. He's got 4 brow tines on one side. He's not 50 inches though. We've got a lot of work ahead of us. We got the bow out. We're not gonna take this one with a rifle. We wanna kill him with a bow. If he crosses over, we'll think about it. If he doesn't, it's all right. But he keeps turning, he's coming right at us right now. He's going right at my bull right now. He's right up to him. What is he gonna do? Chris just shot his bull not even 10, 15 minutes ago. I looked up and I had a second bull coming in. He's across the river from us right now. He's actually standing over top of Chris's bull.
Realizing that this is a younger bull, Casey sees this as a perfect opportunity to push his limits and to see firsthand how a rutting bull will react to his calling and posturing. Shortly after, Chris begins rolling and heads for the river's edge. Moose that call these extreme remote areas of Alaska home have never seen a human. Unafraid and feeling challenged by the hunters, the bull pushes forward. As he crosses the rapidly flowing river, the last safety barrier between Casey and the bull, a decision must be made. It's now or never. One hour after coming into the call, the bull presents the perfect shot opportunity. Casey clips his release on in case the bull charges, but has decided to let the bull pass.
That is amazing. That was an unbelievable experience. Man, it's Project Alaska at its finest. Go. That was awesome. I don't know if you know this or not, but we got another moose dead. I know, on the other side that we haven't seen yet, because as soon as we started to get ready, another bull came in. Oh, that was tough though, not gonna lie. Dude, I gotta put my waders on. You'll get yours. That was sweet. All right, we're getting ready to go across finally. That bull is gone. We got our stuff. We're taking the bow and the rifle across because that could happen again. So we're just gonna go across right now and see what we got. I'm fired up. We're gonna back row. He's laying right there. We're just gonna back row across, get over there and see what we got.
As the guys cross the river to take care of Chris's bull, they're still locked in hunt mode. Another bull could show up at any moment.
Holy smokes. Dude, look at the body size of him. That, my friends, is a giant Alaskan bull. Look at that shovel and the size of that bull, man. Holy. Dude, he's way bigger than I thought he was. He is huge. Way bigger. Huge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is a big, big bull. Oh my gosh. Look at that shovel. You bath in that. Just take a bath. Oh, soaked up bath. I gotta try and get his head out of here somehow. Oh my God. Oh. Look at this animal, dude. Oh. Look at that. Look at the size of that bull. That's a monster. Dude, we did it. We did it. That is a monster bull. He's so big. Dude, they don't come much bigger than that. Look at the body. Look at the shoulder. What an incredible animal, man. Baby. Right there. That is a giant bull. Alaskan Yukon moose on the ground, unguided, dropped. Day 19, 18.
I don't know.
Day 18.
18. Instead of the 8, it is the 18.
It's the 18.
It is the 18
18's my lucky number. 18. That's my hockey number. It's the 18 train coming at you, baby. And there's camp right there. Camp, bull. Bull, camp. Oh my God, he's so much bigger body than I thought.
Oh, he's massive. That is unbelievable, dude. He is huge.
Huge. Huge. Cape. Look at this. How is he so big? How many? He's got so many points. Look at that dish.
Palmated brows.
Oh my God. Drop Project Alaska. We are 18 days in. I got the Alaskan Yukon, bull on the ground. This has been an unbelievable adventure in some of the most absolute crazy terrain. We have done it from start to finish. We have succeeded so far. 8 days left. We got another moose to hit. We got a lot of ground to cover. We're not out of the woods yet, but I'm telling you right now, we got a lot stronger because our bellies are gonna be full.
That is a massive moose, man. I'm telling you right now, that is an absolute giant.
This is my dream. It's my dream.
Absolute giant.
It's a dream come true. Right here. This makes all the days of sweating, rowing, getting stuck in white water, trying to fish for our food, trying to round up blueberries. This is it right here. This is the culmination. This excitement is why we hunt right here. It's our natural instinct to come out here and do this. This was a personal goal, it was a group goal, and we succeeded right here in Alaska, in the Brooks Range, on Dropped. Turn and the drop of the hat, it just turned like that, like sitting, having coffee, hanging out, doing what research and everything else says.
This is it, man.
And then you get this guy.
This is what it's all about right here.
Absolutely blessed right now, blessed. Dude.
Nice work.
Thanks, brother.
Nice work.
Thank you. Thanks. Yes. Oh, it feels so good. Glory. Glory, glory.
Hours have passed since the kill, and while there's much work to be done before nightfall, now is a time for reflection. It's been 18 days and over 75 miles since the journey's beginning. With each new dawn, there's been highs and lows. These are the natural ebbs and flows of any true hunt. As nightfall rapidly approaches, each hunter knows that with 8 days remaining in moose season and one empty tag, there are still many ups and downs to be faced.
We're in it now.
Force me down on my knees. Can love me the choice. Oh, my soul, my voice. Hear my cry, hear my plea. It's a feeling in my soul that I got to get out of here. Kind that you know if you get up and go, you'd be gone, gone. Feeling in my soul that I've got to get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Island rain. Draw some tears from this sinner. Let me cry my amazing grace, what sweetest sight. See her dressed in white. I once was lost, but now I'm found through her amazing grace and a soft cotton lace.
The adrenaline rush for the past few hours has been incredible for brothers Casey and Chris. But as the exciting events wind down and impending darkness ensues, the heavy lifting begins.
I didn't have anywhere to hold on to. One shoulder down. That's a lot of meat. Well, it's been a long day. It's been an awesome day. It started out pouring down rain and snowing, ended with a 60-plus inch Alaskan Yukon moose on the ground. So Casey and I got a lot of cutting, a lot of caping. We're gonna get after it, keep going until dark. Our tent's right there, and we're just gonna keep getting after it. So for now, dropped Project Alaska, and this bull is going in this belly and that belly right there as soon as we get done. First, we got this work at hand. Oh my Lord, look at the size of that thing.
It's getting cold. Sky is raining.
We are just gonna have a feast tonight. We don't care it's dark outside.
I'm getting old.
We're gonna light it up. We're gonna cook some steak and we're gonna eat like kings, fat and happy tonight. No questions asked.
Let the wind howl, let the lightning strike. Big on the clouds, everything is alright. Love the day. Who knows tomorrow?
That's the call
culmination of 18 days eating caribou, loving life, knocking down a Yukon moose.
I set your heart free, let your soul so shine.
All right, we're good here. My journal entry for today. How is it going? Well, it's going unbelievable. That's how it's going. I cannot believe that what happened yesterday. The spirit lifter that I was looking for, we got it. We got it. There is definitely a bigger reason and a greater reason why we were pushed through those rapids and why everything just came together, because yesterday we knocked down a 60+ inch Alaska Yukon moose. I can't actually even say that without smiling.
What a good feeling that was. That took so many worries away, and just, I mean, so relieved after that happened. It was just incredible. And it was just an awesome experience, you know, to watch him scramble, and, you know, I went for the call and he went for the weapon, and, you know, just made it happen. I mean, that took so many worries away. We're starting to get worried about what we were gonna do for food, just everything, you know. It just, the way it happened was perfect. You know, something right out of a storybook. You know, out of nowhere, I look up and I just got done telling the guys, I'm like, look guys, you know, yeah, we're all excited, but we got to keep it down a little bit, because you never know, there could be another bull close by. And it wasn't even 5 or 10 minutes after I said that, you know, that I looked out there and I saw that other bull standing across the river. He was a legal bull, and you know, I'm not so sure, had he been the first bull that came in, he, you know, we'd have taken him too. He was a nice legal bull. You know, we're more worried about, you know, what we were going to survive off of for the duration of the trip and the remainder of the trip, versus, you know, how big it is. It's a fine line between trying to hunt for a trophy animal when you're trying to survive off of that animal.
Casey made the right call. He made the right call on the spur of the moment. And I'll tell you why. Because he didn't just shoot to shoot. We had meat. We didn't need any more. It was getting dark. We had another bull that we had to get done. And if we'd have had to do 2 last night, it would have been 2 o'clock in the morning before we got finished. I mean, we got finished at midnight with ours, with mine. So he made the right call. No questions asked. And I commend him for that.
We're on the backstretch. You know, it's kind of bittersweet, because this has been such an amazing adventure and an amazing insight into, you know, who you are as a person, but at the same time, you know, you're ready to go home almost. You know, as much as I absolutely adore it out here, you know, I got a 1-year-old little boy and a wife at home. Yesterday was an unbelievable day, and hopefully we got one more unbelievable day in our future. Hopefully there's one more Alaskan Yukon moose hanging out there waiting to come into the sounds of my call.
That was an amazing experience, an amazing hunt. That's the reason we got dropped. Pretty excited about it. Grinning from ear to ear. Can't stop smiling all day long. My Alaska Yukon moose. I got him. Cheers.
So we just got done taking the ribs and the tenders and everything out, salvaging all of the meat that we possibly could. So now we got to get this meat cache built. We had kind of a quick one we built last night for the meat we got off. It's just a matter of working with what you got, so we're looking for logs right now to get everything stacked up and built.
This is our makeshift spray bottle right here. We got citric acid, food grade citric acid, that we'll just go ahead and spray this meat down with. And we don't have a spray bottle, so we got these 1 gallon Ziplocs. We just filled it up, citric acid, poked a tiny hole, and just squeezing it out.
Although the days are getting increasingly colder, there's still over a week left in their journey, and Chris wants to make sure that his meat is properly looked after to avoid spoilage.
All right, the last little part of this is basically just laying willows down. We've got it up off the ground. The air's coming right down the river, going underneath it. We just got it with food grade citric acid, which is going to give it a real hard crust. It's a powder that we mix with some water. Now we're just going to put willows over top of it, tarp it, and we're good to go. Well, last night was a great night, and it worked out perfect for us. We got as much as we could and got all the meat kind of taken care of, but this morning I decided I'm going to come over here. I got to get this cape off his head, and it's a little chilly this morning. Snow all around us, but so far the sun looks like it's trying to pop through. I'm just going to work on this. Got to get the cape completely off the head and get it treated. I got salt. I'm going to salt it so I can dry it out and make sure it keeps real well. I got the meat sprayed down with citric acid. It's in a big meat cache over there, and caping out the head is an important part of the process because you got to make sure you get the eyelids, the tear ducts, make sure the lips are right, turn them inside out, get everything salted so that the moisture doesn't stay in there. It's a long process, especially with a snout like this, but it's worth every bit of it if you want to preserve your hide and give the animal its credit that it's due. So for now, slow and tedious process. Well, what we're doing now is got him off the head. So we caped him completely off the head, and we got the hide out. I got it out, spread out. I'm going to dry it out a little bit. I got salt. Make sure we salt it all down. It's dirty, but there's nothing we can do about that. We don't want to get it super wet, so we'll do that. But what I'm doing is I'm fleshing it right now. I'm just taking off anything that got kind of caught up in the cape as we were skinning it last night. 2 reasons. 1, it'll rot, and 2, weight. It's extra weight. You don't want to be carrying that, so we're fleshing him out as much as we can. It's pretty good. We got him as clean to the bone as we could, all the way to the skin there. So now we're just gonna go through and pick off a little bit here and there, flesh him out, salt him, and I'm just gonna let him air dry here today.
As the final handfuls of salt find their resting place on the massive bull's cape, the hard work is finished for now. This meat cache won't have to be moved until the brothers decide to break camp.
Keep your eyes on the setting sun. We got to keep on riding till the day is done. We can't find who we're looking for. We just camp tonight, tomorrow look some more.
Well, we're good to go. Cape's off the head, salted, drying out here. It's got a good wind coming right at it, so that's a good thing. Meat cache is built. Now all we got to do is hopefully kill another big moose. We'll get all this stuff back over to camp and keep calling.
The sun breaks the clouds on morning 19, and Prayer Point has proven itself to be the hot spot the brothers expected. With no intentions of breaking camp yet, the mood around camp has lightened up a bit, and the brothers take time to enjoy the little things.
Well, the one thing we did bring was coffee. We brought a Ziploc bag full with a spork. As you can see, we're getting low. But one of the cool things is we got this Primus coffee press, and that thing has seen some serious cups of coffee. And coffee is a good little caffeine boost, but it also kind of tricks your stomach and makes you think you're full.
There's something to be said about a cup of coffee over an open fire. I prefer mine black. Casey doesn't even drink coffee.
I don't even drink coffee back home, but up here, for some reason, when you make it out here and it's all you've got, it's soothing. It's like
good.
Makes you feel comfortable. Gets you nice and warm.
It warms your belly, and you know, Tim Hortons is pretty good coffee. Starbucks is terrible. Brooks Range, pretty good.
Brooks Range special. And you gotta have your own custom stir stick. Adds a little bark and birch flavor in there. I think I'm gonna package these and sell them back home.
Do you hear that? Oh, listen to him.
We got another bull coming into camp here. He's only got 3 brows on each side. I can't see him right now.
As the day wears on, just like clockwork, another bull moose appears across the river, and he's interested in Chris's calling.
And he's got his ears up and pointed right at us. He's right in the wind line of where Chris killed his bull. He's directly downwind from it. He's not a legal bull. He's only got 3 brows on each side. He's definitely not 50. The wait continues. Yeah, he's gone now. We're still in it. That moose showed up. It's a different one. At first I thought it was the same one from yesterday, that second bull. But it's not. It's not the same one. They're in the chips right here every day so far. Yeah, I think he got whiff of that kill site. Yeah, when he got down from it, that wind was going right there. Yeah. So he wasn't coming any closer than that. No, but this time of night, say 5:30. The cow and bull thing could have thrown him off a little too.
Yeah.
Having both calls.
We were just messing with him anyway.
Yeah.
So he's on his way. He's out. That was cool though. I just sat down to the fire and called. Came in. Cool. Awesome.
This far into the journey, Prayer Point has been the most productive camp yet. 3 bulls have been spotted here in 2 days, and with plenty of days left in the moose season, Casey and Chris are in no hurry to head downriver.
Coyote howls when he's all alone, and when I'm dead he go pick my bone, pick my bone, pick my bone. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. I lay my head down neath the desert sky, desert sky. Amazing grace, what sweet sight. See her dressed in white. I once was lost, but now I'm found through her amazing grace and a soft cotton lace.
On day number 20, as the Alaskan winter tightens her grip, a fresh fallen snow dots the landscape. With temperatures dipping into the low teens, the aches and pains from spending each of the last 19 nights sleeping on the ground make themselves known.
Today is day 20. We just got up, we got out here. It's kind of raining on and off, but we got this lean-to up, so we're gonna kind of hang out and sit by the fire and do a little bit of calling every now and then. We'll be calling from camp here today, kind of just like we have been for the last 2 days, so see if we can suck something in. We've had 3 different bulls come in so far, so hopefully we get another one. It's cold this morning.
Man, I can't wait to get home to my family. I'm just sitting here looking on the iPhone. It's the 20th of September, and I shot my moose already, and we're praying that Casey gets one. We're just kind of in the tent today. It's pouring down rain out, and I'm just watching videos on my iPhone, my little girl, and just thinking about that day. It's going to be a good one. We've got some time left, but man, after this long, you miss them.
Oh, I see Rose up there. She's running really hard.
Casey's outside under our lean-to, and I'm in here and just rotating shifts and calling and doing what we can do. We were going to move today, but the rain just, it's no fun packing and rowing in the rain, so we're going to give it another day here. And then it's off to the next camp. We're getting to the end. It's the backside. I'm feeling it too. My body does not want any more red meat. I'm gonna have to do some fishing or something. I'm just spent. But looking at old videos and pictures on my phone keeps me going.
Really fast.
I just heard him for the first time. He just called. He's in there
For Casey and Chris, it's an unmistakably deep grunt that bellows through the brush. Somewhere nearby, there's a bull approaching.
Can you see him? I need to get in front of this. Let's go ahead.
As the bull pushes closer, Chris's position below the bank keeps him from seeing how the bull reacts to his call. This segment of Dropped Project Alaska is brought to you by Realtree.
Can't see him. Is he coming? Case, is he coming?
going down right there. Going down the river. Let him get back to shore. Dude, he's down. You killed him. You killed him. Dude, he's down in the river. Dude. Right here. With the bow. Oh man. Oh man. With the bow. Oh man. Oh, I don't even see him. Like I was behind you calling. Oh man. Oh. With the bow. Let him have the wrath, dude. Oh, oh yeah. Oh, yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Drilled him.
How far was he?
39 and a half. 39 and a half.
Wrath. Through the middle.
Just crushed him. He was quartering, so I wanted to aim a little further back. It worked.
He's gonna get caught up on the rapids
Yeah, he's gonna get caught on those rocks right there, I'm hoping.
He will.
We're just sitting around camp. Just got done calling. Ooh, we heard him. Ooh. And here he comes, 3:45, 4 o'clock. It's stopped every single time. It's unbelievable. This spot is amazing. He's rapidly floating down the river right now. We gotta see what the hell's gonna happen to him here.
We gotta go. Like we gotta get on it and get the stuff. We gotta go after.
Oh boy. Well, I just shot my bull and he made it out into the water in the current. When he went down, the current's carrying him away. I thought it shallowed up right there. It looks like it really shallows up, but he didn't stop. He went right through there. And now he's in the middle of the river, floating down rapidly away from camp. Oh man, not good.
So he's gonna be out of view.
Oh, we just shot my bull. He made it out into the river, and he started to come back to shore after he was hit, and he went down in the river. Problem is it's not shallow enough down there. We thought it was shallow enough that even though he was in the river, it would stop him, and he didn't stop. That carried him right away, and now he's out of sight. So now we gotta go find him. In a hurry, because he's moving fast.
Gotta get our waders on because he's floating down river and we gotta catch him. I don't know how we're gonna do this because I don't know how we'll get back up to camp. So it's gonna be an interesting situation right now.
Once we do find him, we got to do all of our work down there, then get back up here, and that's going to be a chore. That's going to be a real project. So I'm still trying to run through my head how we're going to do this.
Last time I saw him, he was right in that white water right there. He went right by it. I think that's an island though. Right there. He washed up. He washed up, buddy.
There he is right there. He finally washed up. We're not all that far from camp, actually.
they get in the water, man, there's just no telling what they can do. They run to the water for safety. They're raised on the river. They run to the river when they're young from predators. They know that that river means safety. So immediately when I hit him, he ran right into the river. And he tried coming back, he just didn't make it. All to the side. Oh, let's go see how we're gonna do this. Oh yeah. I thought he was long gone in that heavy current, deep water. We jumped in the rafts and just skirted around the bend right here, and here he lays. My Alaska Yukon moose.
We are losing daylight rapidly, and we've got one whole side done. Casey's just securing him over there with, to a tree, just because we're gonna have to go upriver here to camp for this evening, and we're gonna have to start on him again bright and early. But we've got him protected. We've got all the meat off one side. We just can't get started and keep going here. We're gonna lose light pretty fast, and it can be a dangerous situation. So we're just tying up, getting ready, and we're gonna try and navigate our way back upstream, back to camp.
We got all that meat off, so that entire side is done. We got to cache up here on the shore. Everything is nice and cold. He's in the water, which is actually good. It's nice and clean, but it's also really, really cold. So we're gonna leave him here overnight for a couple hours and come back in the morning and hammer him out.
Casey and Chris have done all they can to this point. They'll be forced to hike 3/4 of a mile back to camp in the dark. The guys arrived safely at camp last night and had only a few hours of sleep. It's now daybreak, and breaking camp and packing the rafts are the task at hand. Forced to leave their search and rescue raft at the kill site, the brothers have no choice but to try and pack every piece of gear they've got into one raft.
We're just getting all the moose meat from the meat cache right now. Everything's good. We're putting it in the bags. It's a lot of meat, and it's really heavy. They're phenomenal for wicking the moisture and keeping them clean. So we're just trying to get it all situated, figure out how we're going to get it on that raft. All we got to do is get it down to the other raft, and then we can disperse it correctly. But all of our gear and one whole moose on that raft, I'm a little skeptical and a little worried, quite frankly.
With such a heavy load of gear, each piece of the puzzle must be perfectly placed in order to assure the raft is balanced properly. After talking it over, the guys are finally making some headway.
We'll get her in there. All we got left is the antlers for this one. We're not going very far. We just got to get down to where my bowl is in my raft. And then once we get down there, we're literally going to unload all of this so we can load both boats. And then we should be smooth sailing. Just a little bit of a chore getting the entire camp, all of our gear, all of our production gear, and all of Chris's meat in one raft. But like I said, we're not going too far, so let's get this finished up. Gonna take my time. I got the only big concern is that sweeper right there. I'm gonna have to try and stay to the inside. If I can stay to the inside, I should be able to come right around there. You can get down to where that sweeper is, that bend right there at least. So if something does go astray. Let's go.
Well, I was pretty concerned actually because that raft was loaded to the top, but I wanted to try and get down on this bank to see Casey. This is that sweeper, but I can see him down there. I can see his moose in the water, his antlers, and I can see both rafts next to each other, so that's a good feeling. I'm gonna hoof it down there right now and give him a hand.
Well, I made her down here safe and sound. So she was a little heavy, but I just tried to steer clear of the sweepers and get through this little rapid section behind me around that bend and beached her up nice and close here. So we got to unpack that raft now, and then we're gonna pack this one and get the meat separated, get the boats balanced, make sure everything's right, the bow and the stern and everything else, and make sure we got good balance on them, and then we're gonna push out of here and hopefully it's the home stretch.
Casey is relieved to arrive at his moose untouched by any predators that may have been lurking close by. But there's no time to waste admiring the bull if the brothers hope to push out today.
It's a struggle, working for tomorrow, putting food upon the table, ain't as easy as it seems. Years to go, dig deep within your soul. Someday you might strike gold, so hang on to your dreams. 'Cause today's now, step outside the door. You might hit the ground, but you just might win no more. It's time for singing, it's time for dancing in the rain. So wind on down the road once again. It's not easy, you know just what I mean. So go on, get older and live like a 17. Getting older, winter's getting colder. Find yourself a lover, hold on to your seat and let her cry. Cry about.
As the sound of the river echoes through the trees, Casey and Chris both have a chance to put their minds at ease. For the first time in their journey, they can look back on what they've been able to accomplish.
That's it, we just wrapped up my moose. Got them all packed up and everything, and now we're just getting ready to head downriver. We're gonna go find a nice spot to camp for the night. Still got black bear tags and wolf tags, so you never know what we might see.
We're coming off of our river and dumping in here. Gorgeous mountains behind me. Big rolling hills. Looks like a big, wide, little wider river, deeper. I don't know, we'll find out. We're not going far tonight. We've only got about 16 miles to cover, river miles. So once we hit this little confluence right here, we're just gonna ease down the river and take in the sights. I got the rifle and the Wrath. We're gonna keep it close by. Never know what'll happen. We got several days left on our drop project Alaska, and so far an amazing trip.
Just to be able to come up here and do this on our own and battle everything that we battled, the weather and the cold and the elements and the water and the rafting and the dragging and the rock gardens and the mountains, and I mean, it's just been an absolute humbling experience. We're joining up with the bigger river right now, so I'm gonna see if I can see what this river's got in store for us. Maybe it's got a black bear or wolf. That all remains to be seen, but for now we're signing off from this little hidden gem in the Brooks Range of Alaska.
Just when all the frustration starts and you just get done pulling a moose out of the water and caping and quartering and packing and rowing and all that stuff, you break out into a gorgeous wide open stretch with a backdrop from heaven right there. And it brings you back and lets you know where you're at. Oh, it truly is a piece of God's country up here. One of the most beautiful places in the world.
Close your eyes and darling, let the music shape your soul. Sun's still above the horizon, say goodnight before it goes. Believe me when I say I won't be long. Stars' lights will guide me home. Oh. And you'll see the leaves turn to gold, and the hills will throw out the snow. And when the summer days begin to fade, you can be assured that
This is it, the final breakdown of the Alaskan Arctic oven. We're getting picked up this morning. It's been a long time out here in the bush. It's been a lot of fun. It's been kind of a humbling experience. I think we've learned an awful lot about ourselves and about each other and kind of what we can handle and what we can't. So this has been an incredible journey. It's certainly not the last time. I think I've got a date with the Brooks Range in my future, but for now, that's it. We're getting picked up. We're in sight right here. We got the airstrip just down below us. So we're gonna go ahead and get this tent packed one final time and we're gonna get out of here. Well, this morning is a bittersweet. It's as bittersweet as it gets, I think. We just left the base of our Little Rock camp right there, and we're headed down to find the takeout and get pulled out of the Brooks Range on an amazing project. Drop Project Alaska was mentally challenging, physically challenging, some frustration, some highs, some lows, some downs, some ups. It was everything I expected it to be. I loved every second of it. My body has gone through a little bit of a formation right now. It's kind of all over the map, but I'm looking forward to getting back. Hot shower, see the family. All in all, an extreme sense of accomplishment, an extreme sense of just feeling good about yourself. So we did it. We were given a mission for 28 days to come out here and take 2 moose, and we did, and survived off this land. And I can look back and say I did that now, so I'm excited. The whole crew, everybody involved was on point, on ball, and a fantastic end to a fantastic trip. This is it, man. The final row of the journey right here. We're headed down to the strip. We camped just above it last night, probably a quarter to a half mile, and now we're headed down to get picked up. It's our final row. It's kind of one of those, it's kind of a bittersweet moment, you know. This has been home for the last, you know, almost 30 days, so it's kind of bittersweet, you know. On one hand, I'm excited to get home, see my wife and my son and everybody, and share stories about the trip with them, but you know, on the other hand, we're kind of leaving a place that's pretty special.
It's now the end of September, and like the world around them, each man has changed with the season. For the past 4 weeks, every aspect of who they are as a brother, a friend, and a person has been challenged. As the final chapter of their journey is written, the many effects of this trip will go unspoken. As the last of the gear is pulled from its raft, it's like leafing through a childhood photo album. With each piece, there's a sight, or a sound, or a smell. There's a memory and a story that's unique unto itself and will forever live deep within their souls.
Our ride is officially here. It's coming right there.
As the wind blows on the windward side of the island, can you feel it take you, my body and soul? Call back the memories and walk in their highlight.
Look at this. That's what I'm talking about right there. After 20-some days of living on caribou and moose meat, you're right into it. Oh God.
Place you finally long.
It tastes like filet mignon.
The tide is changing. Pulls at you like the waves to the sand. Life rearranging. Fellas, no corset by any man. Any man. Any man. Oh, watch as they break. They sigh and they swell. Oh, watch as I break. I'll sound it, I'll never tell. I'll never tell. I'll never tell. It's just sunset.
Well, this is officially my last journal from the edge. I'm all alone right now, sitting on the strip in the Brooks Range of Alaska. To be able to come up here and go through all of this has just been, it's been life-changing. I mean, it really has. It is the battling the adversity, you know, the good days, the bad days, the weather, the aches, the pains, the cuts, the bruises. I mean, everything that we've put ourselves through for the past month has been completely 100% worth it. It shows you as a person, you know, how small we really are. But it is nice to sit here now alone by myself and just kind of look around and reflect on what I've just been able to see and be part of and take part in. Something way bigger than me. This place is much, much bigger than me.
Any man. Oh, watch as I break. I sigh and I swell. Oh, watch as I break. I'll sigh, but I'll never tell. I'll never tell.
Well, this is it. We're loaded up. Casey is back at the exit point, and they picked him up. So he's going to meet us in Fairbanks. He's got to go to a place and pick up some parts and some other stuff. So right now we're separated, and I'm in this cool little mining situation, exploration camp right here. So they just flew a Grand Caravan in here to pick all the rest of the stuff up. So this is the last leg of our shuttle, and we're off to Fairbanks and back to civilization. So Drop Project Alaska is coming to a close very, 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 very quickly. Last leg right here. Hopefully I see Casey in Fairbanks here pretty quick.
Life is a battle, not sure if it can be won. We'll cross old bridges, and all the lights have gone. Waiting for our moment to arrive. We're young, we think, got luck on our side. It's time, keep some
Pavement. Pavement. It's right here. Wow. Pavement right there.
Times get hard, no matter who you are, so keep on, yeah, keep on fighting. When you run from yourself, don't end up someone else, so keep on, yeah, keep
Casey's back. He's chartering in right now, taxiing in, so trying to see where he's going to be dropped off, but it's a good feeling to know he's on the ground too. That means everybody's made it back to pavement. Drop Project Alaska back in Fairbanks has come to a close. We'll see you the next time we get dropped.
Life is a journey, not sure where it starts. We'll build on old bridges so they never fall apart. When dark times, oh baby, they come and they go. Be strong and remember, don't walk through the shadows alone. There's time, keeps on rolling. These pages, they keep turning, and times get hard, no matter who you are, so keep on fighting. When you run from yourself, don't end up someone else, so keep on, yeah, keep on fighting on.